How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my Marvel Rivals series with my lovely boyfriend.
Hello.
Mwah, where I show him Marvel Rivals character designs and costumes and stuff for him to analyze from an artistic perspective. He's a comic artist, he's an art teacher, he's got a lot of insight, and I've learned a lot since we started doing this series together a year and a month ago now. We've been at this for a while, and we're not done yet. Today, we're not doing a specific character. We are instead doing the 2026 swimsuit edition of our series, where we're going to look at the 10 swimsuit costumes that have come out for this year and talk about them. And we are opening with a controversial skin.
Oh, no.
Yes. We are going, where is he? We're going with the skin that features Florida quite prominently. Yes, this skin is made... Oh my god, it's so big. This skin has made waves.
Yeah, the floaty is really big in this in this skin. That's just really takes your eyes, you know.
This skin has made waves, pun intended, due to the massive schlong.
Yeah, I already got spoiled on this one because someone posted it and said, I now understand why my friends play this game.
It's so big that before they patched it, it clipped through the stool in the sitting mode. It's so fucking huge.
Now I'm questioning what the patch was. Was the patch that now has collision?
Can you imagine an instant X rating if they gave his balls and wiener collision?
Or with the chair, or did they just shorten it a little?
I think they just shrunk his package.
They made it so it's no longer erect.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well,
is Captain America a grower or a shower? The greatest thread in the history of forums, locked after 12,294 pages of intense debate.
Oh my goodness. Well, I got the elephant out of the room.
The elephant is right.
And then I'm just distracted by the antimantium floaty that he keeps chucking into the floor.
Yeah.
Because I know it's just like the animation, but it is a little bit funny because it looks so plushy and bouncy and floaty, and then it's just like joke. You imagine playing the game and then this duck-shaped Captain America floaty just beams you into oblivion.
Yep, he throws it.
Let's see what they did besides the obvious.
They gave him Rob Liefeld proportions.
Yeah, they kind of did, didn't they? Where the chest just keeps expanding out. Do the side slightly 3/4. There you go, right there, that one. Where it's they made the Captain America chest. It just kept going and going.
Yep.
Perfect. Rob Liefeld was right the whole time. We were all just haters. Oh my gosh. Then
I do like that they're not afraid to put body hair on the men sometimes.
Yeah, they made him pretty hairy, surprisingly, because it's this big chest patch and some arm patches. I'm trying to think if there's any other outfit for him that has this much skin showing.
I don't know if the new Savage Land skin has any hair, but that is a skin for another day.
Yeah, because right now they kind of this singlet thing, which some of the design on it kind of reminds me of the kind of stuff people wear in competitive swimming. Mm-hmm. Not that theirs goes this low. Usually theirs goes across the chest and over the midriff. But the back and the shorts and everything are kind of that. I like how they've also suction cupped it so tight that it has little wrinkles across his buttocks. You think they just couldn't find a size, a garment in his size? He had to wear a size too small, and that's why everything is so formally.
He's 6.5 feet tall, so maybe.
This is just a regular swimsuit. It just cuts this low on him. You had to really stretch out the arm straps, I do like what they're playing around with some of the asymmetry though. They got like this big star patch on one side, the big red stripe on the other, and then they kind of have that white swish going there. Where does it go on the top?
Stops at the top of his shoulder.
It stops at the seam.
Yeah.
Which is a thing some garments do, so like that's a thing they can get away with. I was looking also too, like they have like this kind of like armband on one side, and like his other hand has the kind of swimwear watch where they're kind of stretchy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it could be other things, because some divers wear them for like, life and safety, like a GPS thing, or it's a watch, or it's some kind of technology doodad. But it comes with a kind of stretchy silicone because they're waterproof and they're easy to slip on and off for something that you don't wear too often. He has his dog tags, so he sells kind of the military thing going on.
I can't make out what they say, so I don't know if they...
Says Steve something.
Oh, it does say Steve Rogers.
Yeah, so they're supposed to say your name anyway. But
yeah, it's supposed to say Steve Rogers. I just wasn't sure if it did.
Yeah, it's not like he was like one of the heroes that actually has a secret identity, Yeah. Because he worked for the military and he kind of worked as a gimmick for a while and then became a super soldier and then it was like a whole thing. Like, it was never quite a secret.
In the comics, his identity was a secret for a while, but he was, I think, publicly recognized after World War II and his death.
Because I feel like the armband kind of reminds me like of a little more old-fashioned thing where like affiliations used to be worn with suits and things or armbands on that section of the arm.
Yeah, the way Japanese reporters do these days.
Oh, reporters, schools. Like I was just about to say, that's the only place that pops into my head it's still really popular is Japan and probably a few other Asian countries where, especially in schools where like the formalization of rank and like being polite to someone that's like a teacher-student relationship and affiliations between clubs and things.
Do you think it was the Nazis that ruined that for the West?
For the West? I don't know my history on...
Because they're the most public consciousness example of that.
Because they were in
modern day
European military uniforms. But I could see that being a turning point of like the sort of military look becoming very much less popular post-war because the trauma of it was so hard.
Exactly. The leader of the Nazis was so evil that he ruined two perfectly serviceable names and one perfectly serviceable mustache forever. Like, I don't think it can be overstated how much Nazi aesthetics affected public perception.
Yeah, but I don't think it's just the armband just specifically on the German outfits, because it was used in other military outfits. I think it's just military outfits in general. In that, one, if you were post-war person, you wouldn't wear your outfit unless it was like a very special occasion, and you wouldn't put it on for a costume because of the sacrifices made by people in the war.
Yeah.
And post-war is kind of like the whole culture changed for everyone, because before the war, pre-war, there was this hope that the governments could make choices that were better for the people. This really broke the trust of everyone and everything for a long time. And so I just don't see like the whole society thing, going through. And even then on some of the societies and clubs and things, some of those were formed because of the lack of healthcare. And because of the way economy was changing, and like we have these insurance companies starting to pop up, and they were just better fits than you and your 30 other local friends pooling money together in case one of you gets hurt. So those societies kind of fell off. So there's less of these we need branding to show. And then even then fashion got more casual. Like everybody used to wear a suit just as casual clothing. Like there was no not wearing a suitness. If you might not have been a great suit, but it was still a full suit. And then we started getting denim, and we started getting like tank tops and t-shirts start taking off. And so those don't really match with the wear a band around your shoulder thing.
True.
So you do see some of it pop up in sort of these counterculture movements, like you wear a bandana to show like I'm on the street, I've got this affiliation. You know, so it's still in some use, but I just feel like the popularity of it fell off quite a lot.
Go figure, we talk about historical politics in the Captain America skin. If there's ever a time in this game to do it, it's this one.
I know, it's such a beautiful vision to look at for this very historical discussion. But I mean, I just think like the armband, you know, does bring in that old-fashioned look, because besides like the singlet being kind of the older fashion of singlets and the armband, like there's like little subtle details that kind of say like, hey, this is the Steve Rogers heroic muscles, but also like little subtle nods to like he's a character from the 1950s and he has kind of like that you know, old-fashioned like hopefulness and work ethic and do-goodery, you know. Like he's supposed to kind of encapsulate this ideal of what a good person would be in the context of what that meant in like the 1950s, which is a nice ideal to go for, because it's like that was the ideal of like people were closer knit communities. You knew your neighbors, you talked to people, because you know, and like community is very different nowadays. Like, you know, we all kind of sound a charge and then we all just kind of show up out of nowhere. Whereas in this one's like we just, you know, in the old fashioned way, like you talk to people and you kind of made a lot of concessions because you're not going to get along with everybody, and you had to do it in person. It's just a bit different than online. Yeah. So like our idea of like what's a good person today is a little different from what a good person like Steve Rogers, you know, fighting in World War II would be considered. But I like that we get to kind of play around with those ideas, because we can keep Steve Rogers and put him in like different situations, and he can bring new perspectives to old and new cultural shifts. And he can also just wear a swimsuit with a giant slong and a floaty, and it's wonderful. Art is complex. It should inspire complex feelings.
I think the feelings inspired by this skin are very simple, actually.
No, they're complex. Very deep and profound.
Something's getting deep and profound. I'm not sure it's what you mean, though.
There is this one thing about the suit. It's not very complex and very much, because it's like 90% skin. Mm-hmm. I think the most complex object is actually the shield, or what was the shield. I want to look at it and try to like figure out what they were thinking with putting it together, because I think they wanted the feel somewhat shield-like, so it has the star, and the star is like 3D, like that it wouldn't be comfortable to sit on. It'd be printed on realistically, right? Mm-hmm.
I could see making something that shape that's just like a puff of air.
Yeah, but look how like sharp it is. Like that's a piece of plastic.
Yeah, true.
But it's like they kind of combined the silhouette or shape of the shield, and then put it in a floaty mold. And I think that's pretty fun, because the top, it's got that big wide band that kind of feels like the top of a shield. It's got that like it's a little flatter on the top, mm-hmm. like a shield is shaped. You know, where it's pointy at the bottom. And then they put a giant duck head on it. I like that the duck head also has like little scrapes, scrapes, and scuffs on stuff on it.
You know what detail they didn't have to put in, but they did, and I like it? It's got the, up at the top right here, it's got the part where you blow into it.
Oh, the valve?
Yeah, the valve.
To put air. Oh, you know, he wouldn't want the shield to go flat while he's throwing it at people. It's made out of anti-antivenom, but it doesn't mean it can't get a hole in it. But yeah, I like this one. It's quite fun. It's one of those, like, they didn't have to do a lot, but it's perfectly executed.
All right, let's look at the MVP then. Where is it?
I was thinking, too, like, I think the shape brings a lot to this outfit, too, because he's just, like, the most Dorito to have ever Doritoed. Like, this is a huge man. Well, that's fun. The way that end pose is. This is very energetic, and I like this final spin. Feels very athletic and balanced, and shows off his skills as a hero really well. Mm-hmm. Very cool.
All right.
I really like the shape that the leg and pose and stuff is on the final illustration too.
Yeah.
There's kind of like a thing you can do, like you position strong lines. So we kind of like this like strong back, leg down, you know, like it's very solid and sturdy pose. Which I know it sounds like you just want a sturdy pose, you just draw it, right? Yeah. But it is about like, you know, putting lines, and if you can simplify your lines to be like straight, kind of economize what you're doing and how balanced he is with his arm and his leg and stuff. Like if that pose is like slightly the other way or slightly like up, you know, like leaning up or leaning too far down, it'll change the weight of the pose and he won't look as like sturdy. Because when you kind of get the leg straight with the way his arm is parallel to, it just gives a lot of weight to the pose. It's just like... And then anyhow, if I talk too much on this one, I won't have time for the other night.
All right, up next, we are doing Emma Frost. Because we're going sort of in order of... Aside from Cap, we're going sort of in order of least interesting to most interesting as a general thing.
I don't even know where we're going. Hello? If we got any closer to her tits, our face would have been in them. Man, you said you were going to go from least interesting to more interesting, and I'm like, holy shit, you're kind of right. This is a kind of boring looking outfit.
Yeah. It does have parts to it.
Okay.
So let's examine the...
You get to accessorize, huh?
Yeah, let's examine the default look for it, and then I'll show you the parts.
The hat shape is really fun, though. It's like a bit of a diamond with like point on one side, point on the other.
Yeah.
That's very stylized, and it makes a really fun shape depending on which way you're looking at her.
It's kind of shaped like the way my wizard hat is now that you've put a wire in it.
Yeah, I did some crafting, made it so it was less floppy, and so the brim is supported. I don't know what she has in her hat to support that shape, though. But it has like a kind of like that counter line, or it's like if you have one line going one direction, you have another line that's like the contrast going the exact opposite. So it's like a teeter-totter, right? It's like up and then zoom, opposite diagonal. Mm-hmm. And that's like a fun way to give some variety to a design, because you know, there's not a lot of accessories on her currently, so there's not a lot to do with variety. Because kind of what she has is one of those. I never really like the looks of these because I have huge bazongas and I hate having the feeling of that they're going to fly out. And so the idea of like putting a one little circle between them, and that's somehow going to keep stuff together while you go swimming. It ain't gonna happen, I'm telling you. She is like one step away from a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh my god, it's not even suction cupped to the top of her boobs, so the moment she gets any drag in the water, it's gonna rip off. Like, look at that.
There are so many like kind of bikini top / swimsuits that look like they're just made for the person to lounge around on the shore and not actually swim.
I can't actually see Emma Frost doing a lot of swimming, so that's probably what this is.
Just like a summer outdoor fit. But yeah. And then she has like a kind of a large necklace, and the necklace kind of attached to it. It might be. I think it is. It's attached in the middle and goes around her neck.
Yep.
That's how the counter drag system.
It is pulled kind of taut, so.
Yeah, I was trying to see what they kind of did with the extra lines too, because there's kind of like some lines coming from her crotch going up, and like some overlap with the fabric. Mm-hmm. But like this one, like usually I see it on a lot of other outfits and it kind of lends somewhat to it, but there's like a lot of like her body is molded into it. You can see her belly button, and there's like a lot of these extra like flyaway lines and stuff. It looks very dirty and busy in a weird way. Like it doesn't look like a fabric so much as it's just kind of weird and patchy. Like I would expect it being swimsuit material that one, we wouldn't see the belly button. I know they like the like suction cup so you can see the physique of every muscle, but for some reason it just looks really weird with the belly button to me.
Maybe this is molded armor in the shape of a bikini.
She's just buck naked, huh? With pasties on.
Well, no, molded armor like a solid piece.
Oh, like
so that it doesn't come flying off when she swims.
Like a Roman warrior, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Where the abs are like molded into the plating. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, I feel like I want it, you know how they do some of that satiny, like, slightly iridescent, kind of like what's on her hat a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish her white swimsuit had more of that and less of the flyaway lines and the texture, because I don't know. I feel like it wants to do, like, a silk wrap thing, but I just don't see it in the texture, and it's kind of plain, and when it's not plain, it's just kind of busy and looks more like dirt or speckles and stuff. Like seriously, like this spot here, there's like a spot right above her leg that's dark, and like it looks like dirt. Like it's really kind of weird. I don't know why they did it that way, honestly. The jewelry's fine though. I like the like kind of wristlets and the ring she has on the other hand, and the color of her makeup and nails are fun. I guess that she does do the diamond effect thing, so it might look pretty cool with this outfit.
Yeah, the thing you have to consider with Emma Frost skins is that the more skin she shows, it has a mechanical benefit, because it communicates that she's in diamond form or not in diamond form, which is honestly a little an insultingly good excuse to put her in a bikini.
Yeah.
And have all sorts of super sexy skin showing costumes, but
I kind of wish like the white was maybe like a two-tone or something, just to make it not so flat.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like kind of like the rim at the top, but maybe there's like a light blue or something that kind of matches the color on her hat. And then like she has like the bow. She has legs for days.
And ass for days. Holy shit.
Yeah. She's got to fix that pelvic tilt or something. Go to her physical therapist. But I was thinking like on the back of the swimsuit, there's kind of like that blue line, and there's like another blue line. I know it's part of the trim, and she moved. She's very uncooperative. I think like that looks more interesting on the plain white on the front, like that really light blue.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should have had some kind of mix in the front, like maybe like a 1/2 or an asymmetrical thing, or some kind of design, like a lot of swimsuits do. That's just like my opinion, man. I do like the hat. The hat's really fun. The hair is like really pretty. Had a lot of volume and floof to it.
Yeah, the last couple Emma Frost skins have had her comics hair color instead of the bright banana yellow that she has in most of her early skins in this game. And I think it's an improvement. Like, this looks like Comics Emma. Yeah. Well, okay, Comics Emma is a little more of a stick than this, but...
Yeah, I'm surprised they go with banana yellow, because they do tend to, like, they're bright and colorful in this game, but they do kind of edge the colors towards realistic with at least the hair stuff until they're like an alien or they have unrealistic hair color.
Mm-hmm.
So I am kind of surprised they didn't try to tone down the blonde, either like vibrancy wise or like in this case where it's just lighter in value. But yeah, I think that's pretty much my opinions on that swimsuit. It's one that it has very little. There's nothing terribly wrong with it, but I also feel like there's nothing terribly interesting about it either.
Okay. Well, let's look at the accessories then.
Glasses.
Zoom in, please.
Come on, game. He said please.
Oh, it probably won't let me do it because I don't own the pieces. And an X-Men ornament in her hair.
Cute. Too bad you can't wear more than one.
Yeah. And her current necklace. A heart pendant.
Cool.
And an X-Men pendant.
I like the X-Men pendant. That's kind of fun. It's also very different in shape from what's already on there. I feel like that gives it a little bit more interest than the plain kind of diamond one, but other than that.
All right, well, let's look at this costume in its alternate colors.
Hey, it's a two-tone thing I said they should do to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
It's really like Harlequin though. It actually shows in the animations too. That's fun. See?
Yeah, the costumes always show up in the intro animation for the legendaries.
But not the outro, the MVPs? Because we found that out, didn't we?
Depends on the costume, I think.
Weird.
Like, Jeff has a Devil Dinosaur fuzzy costume that came out a few weeks back that does show color in the MVP, depending on which one you're using, but
yeah, I like this one is more interesting because it breaks up the flatness of that shape. Because I guess this is for me, like her skin is already the flat point, you know, like it's the plain. There's, you know, peach color, nothing's going on there.
mm-hmm.
So like the addition of white on peach is really just still more flat, and I think I like this a lot better. It gives some movement to the costume and some interesting shape. So it's kind of funny too that like, I would have thought they would have kept black on the outside of the cup, but they actually just like reversed the values, which is like again like there's like a balance between like harmony, things are matching, things are harmonious, they live together, and if you do it too much it gets boring and plain. And then there's variety, and then that's what gives something interest. But if you have everything different from each other, then it's too busy. It becomes
anarchy.
And yeah, it's anarchy. It's too busy, and you're just like, ah! And so it's kind of like a push and pull between what you're trying to say with the design. And I think this is the sweet spot. They could have done this with like the blue or the other colors, and I think it would have made the plain one look more interesting. The little slight accent of yellow is kind of fun too. It's not as eye-catching, but it adds a bit of color so that the suit doesn't just entirely fall all black and white Harlequin like. I just noticed the hat didn't change colors though. It stayed purple.
Yeah, her shoes did, but her hat didn't.
Maybe each accessory is supposed to go with each color. They just let you mix and match.
Oh, you know what? It might be that if you don't own the skin, you can't see the accessory changes. I think I heard that happening with some skins. I'm not sure. Let's take a look.
So it'd be the glasses and the heart. Yeah, that looks like Malibu. Like California.
All right. Anything else to say about this one?
Nope. I like that one a lot more than the first one.
How about magenta?
Magenta, Barbie pink. This one has some
and brown hair.
Yeah. These ones have some slight differences because like the top is pretty similar, but the bottom is cut a lot different. But it looks nice. The brown hair is kind of interesting though.
Yeah, that doesn't look very Emma Frost. It ends in pink too.
Yeah. I feel like anything but plain white I'm just really happy with. Can we put it with the final last accessories? I'm sure they're like mix and match, but I just think it's kind of a fun idea. We're gonna be like the X-Men hair. With the blue, yeah, I like that. It looks cute. The pink sunglasses do feel like they should go with the pink outfit, though, don't they?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
That's kind of fun, though. I hope they kind of mess with some accessories for different skins like that. Because I feel like that could be a really fun way to have players really accessorize the skin the way they want it to look. When it's just like little stuff like earrings and baubles that are easy to, you know, switch it in and out.
Yeah.
And actually, for once, a skin with good recolors.
Yeah?
Doesn't happen very often. There's some that I feel neutral about. But there's very few that I feel like all of them are pretty good, except for like the first one. It's only okay.
All right. Do you want to see the MVP with pink or black?
Let's do black.
And those accessories?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'll do it.
It doesn't keep the accessories. It does keep the color, though. Did she just mind control a dolphin? I think she did.
Can she do that?
Well, she is a telepath. And that's the animation that plays when she uses her ult, that if you build up enough of the debuff on you, you start slowly walking towards her, not able to do anything.
I guess if you could telepathically make a dolphin come up to you, would you?
I guess.
She's like, hell yes, I'm Snow White. And they're like, Emma, Snow White didn't mind control the animals. Shut up! So glitzy and everything. I'm surprised it didn't get more horny with this end thing, because of how close of a boob shot they did for the opening.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, whoa. Then again, maybe they're being a little more subtle about it. They're like, you're like the person going, I wish this was me. But they're like, we can't be horny on Maine, so we're just going to put some water on her legs, and she's going to be caressing the chin of this dolphin, and you know, she's going to be staring right at you. You are the dolphin now. You're welcome. But yeah, it's otherwise, I think, pretty fun. I like this effect. All the effects they do are actually pretty awesome. It's very rare to see them do an effect on their, like, animations. It doesn't feel really good. It'd actually be interesting to watch these guys, like, be like, can you guys do a movie?
It would be awesome.
But I don't know how long it takes them to do some of these short animations. Because it's like one thing to be like, okay, make an animation that runs for, like, 30 seconds, right? Not even that, maybe. It's a whole different thing to be like, okay, now, like, script and, you know, animate a whole movie. It seems like they could, though, if they had the budget for it. So they definitely have the chops for it. They've done some pretty cool stuff.
Forget the Overwatch business. Go into movie making.
Well, even so, like, I know, like, animation in video games is typically a lot more limited because, you know, you have a 3D model. You're not going to make a special model just for animation, generally. Sometimes they'll do some distortions, like what a lot of stuff in Overwatch was, to get some of the end shots. Mm-hmm. But you're not going to go too crazy with, you know, what you're modeling for these end animations. So that will, you know, severely reduce the amount of work time you would do. You know, because like a lot of the other skins, they have no background. So like this would be a way more expensive to produce skin than like some of the ones that have like the base background. And just the character moving around. This one has like effects, transitions, special effects, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Pretty cute overall though. Nothing really to complain about.
Yeah. Very few of these swimsuit skins are bad.
Yeah, it's like a very summery, very cute, very glitzy, very horny.
That is going to be a common theme.
I mean, we started with Captain America. We can't go downhill from here. we could only climb the mountain that has been set before us.
All right, up next. Bless you, kitty. Up next, going to the end of the list, White Fox has one.
Ooh. I think that was the last episode we did. Oh my gosh. So orange. Whoa. That's sick as hell.
That looks a lot cooler than I thought it did when I hadn't really inspected it yet. Maybe this should have come a little later.
Yeah, like, it seems like if you're not taking it in, like at first glance, you know, you see a lot of orange, but the pieces are put together in such a fun way. Like, because I like the shrug. It feels like her, like, business suit kind of thing going on.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Because it kind of feels like she keeps the silhouette so she doesn't lose some of the coolness, right, of being, like, in that cool business suit. Mm-hmm. She kind of keeps some of that. But then it's in this, like, really frilly, strappy, bright orange suit. It's sexy as hell.
Yeah, I like it. If it weren't a gacha skin, I might pick this up because I do play White Fox a little bit and have been meaning to properly learn her. But it's a gacha skin, and I refuse to support the gacha skins. So even if we get a Squirrel Girl one, I won't be getting it.
No, there's not like free polls or anything if
Nope.
you do things.
What it is a set of 6 balloons, each of which contains a different part of the skin bundle. Like there's the skin, there's the MVP, there's the emote, there's the nameplate, stuff like that. It costs $1 of blue currency to take your first shot. It costs $2 to take your second shot. Then like 3 or 4 or whatever. And overall, the skin is slightly more expensive than it would be in the shop. But you have a 5% chance of getting the core skin early and then getting the whole bundle all at once without paying as much. And it's designed to be able to spend a little bit of currency and then sunk cost their way into getting the whole skin. And it's super scummy.
Yeah.
But that's just how gacha works.
Yeah, maybe one day they'll rein that stuff in. Because to me, that's kind of gambling.
It's classified as gambling in some European countries where your only choices are to buy the bundle at the full price or not buy it at all.
Yeah. But anyhow, because I was just looking at the crane games a little bit ago, so I was just like they're like all like you can like program them to be like they're only can win every 5th crane pull and like
like they
weakens the grip.
Yeah.
And so it never has a full grip except for every 15th play, and it's just like I don't do crane machines. Just let other people play and then buy them on eBay. There's only like 5 exclusive ones half the time anyway. It's just stuff you can buy anywhere.
The only crane machine that you actually get value out of is the candy ones.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a giant swimming pool of candy, and you dip a grabber into it, and whatever you get with your quarter, you get out of it.
I used to play this one, though. I did win it a lot, but I don't see it around anymore, and probably because it was actually winnable. But it's the one with the chasing lights. So you press start, and the lights would fly around the corner, and you have to... It has, like, red lights on every prize, and you have to hit the red light to get your prize.
Oh, like Whammy?
Kind of like that. You have to hit a button. When the button hits the red light, you win. The thing that it goes against you is nobody wants to try to hit the button on the first go around, so you watch it and you think you're gonna get the rhythm. It's slowest on the first go around.
So you could just time it.
So if you time it on the first, you put in the coin. Don't let it go around a second time. Do the first one and hit it when it hits the button. You'll have a much better chance of winning because it gets faster the longer you wait. So they're kind of like a psychology thing, but it's been forever since I've seen one of those machines. I think because the crane machines are so much lucrative, and now that they have electronics in them now, and it's like, why would you get one that's winnable when you can get one that you can say how long people will win?
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. Gacha is evil and must be destroyed. This skin is awesome and is supporting evil, but we'll discuss it on our artistic merits only.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it is really fun. It's got kind of like teal, green, and orange, kind of like the color scheme there. It's kind of like reminds me of kind of the like it's got red, orange, and then like a yellow, green, kind of like secondary or tertiary triad or somewhere around there.
Tertiary, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little bothered that her fingernails aren't the same color as her like gold accessories, like.
Oh, because they're kind of more of a yellow. They're like lime green.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought there was a little bit more green in the outfit here and there, but there kind of isn't, is there?
Yep, it's literally just her claws.
Oh, I think they should have went with like maybe a bit more greenish on the gold, made it kind of like a ochre or jade. There are some greenish metals. I think that would have looked cool with the orange and the teal. But I still think it's very nice. It definitely pops some places too, like the teal sunglasses on her hat pop really good, and like the little satchel she has on her leg. Mm-hmm. She has to carry her snacks, even if she has a bathing suit.
What do kitsunes eat? Souls?
And it's got like a shell necklace in the same colors. Does this one also have recolors?
Yes.
Ooh, I wonder how they're gonna do that. I also like the shadow eyes, like the shadowy makeup on her eyes. Eyeshadow. That's what it is. I don't wear makeup, okay? Don't quiz me on what makeup is called, please. But I love the color there. Especially with all the warmth and the yellow and orange, it really pops the eyes in this fun way. Mm-hmm. And I love the dark accents on the hair too. Gives it a lot of texture and wild and so on. It's kind of a fun thing with the values too, because we have like really light hair, really dark tips. She has like light skin and light fur on her like spectral tails, and then they get really dark at the ends. And then it gets dark orange again on the suit. There's really a nice jumping back and forth of interplay of light and dark. The little bit of hint of like kind of frosty blue on the hat looks really nice to me too. It's on like the very tips of the straw hat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kind of like bringing in some of those blues here and there. I feel like the blue is so nicely controlled too. It's like, you know, just in the hat, the eyes, the necklace, a little bit on the wrist, which is the one that she's usually doing stuff with anyway. I don't know why the pouch doesn't bother me, but I think it's just a balancing thing, because otherwise it'd be all blue on the top of the outfit, and then there's like a little bit of blue on the ankles. So I think it's just a little bit of like balancing, you know, like blue, 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 blue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like that division of color and values is a little bit like song-like. You're arranging a rhythm. Does she have dark eyebrows? It's hard to say. From far away, they look like they're dark orange.
Yeah, I think they're dark orange.
They look really striking from far away. You can see like how, like she has really dark outline around the eyes too. Like the makeup is on point.
Mm-hmm.
Also, doesn't she usually have? Did she have like white eyes before, or is that? Am I just misremembering?
She had white eyes in her mask.
Oh, okay. So she's not wearing a mask. That's what it was. Gosh, I don't know why I forget.
I do like that she clearly doesn't have human ears.
Yeah, they're way at the top through the hat.
Yep.
Is there anything on the back of the hat? I'm trying to tell if it angles. Is it just like fur or something?
It looks like a flower.
Yeah, if it's another flower and some shells. Oh, maybe it's just a seashell completely. I think that's what it is.
Might be.
So we get to see a little bit of her fox form in the opening intro. Do we
Want to see it again?
Yeah, do we just want to look at how that is in the intro and just not do the practice thing, just to keep things moving?
Well, we can't do the practice thing because I don't own the skin.
Oh yeah, that's right. Can't even play around with the single player practice. So sad. How can you have dreams of spending all your money?
Her tails have a blue tip.
Yeah, I think it has the spectral effect, because her magic effects are still teal too. And there's a little bit of a teal like stripe like she had on her other skins. So it's like that kind of spectral floating. And she has a flower necklace instead of the bell, I think.
Yep.
And maybe a seashell. That's cute though. All right, let's see what the other colors are. I'm excited to see if they are still winning or if they biffed it.
She does have accessories first.
Oh, okay. Cute.
Flower crown. And a bow in the back.
A bow. The bow's kind of odd. It doesn't match with anything on this outfit either.
Yeah, it's the wrong shade of blue.
Maybe it's supposed to go on one of the other ones.
On her necklace, we have different shells. And a pearl necklace with a bow.
Huh. Now she looks like a doll or a grandma. Oh, and it changed her garter.
Oh, yeah. Does this change it too? That changes it too.
To flowers.
Mm.
But she needs her snacks.
There, she has her snacks back.
Yay.
All right, recolor one.
Ooh, green. Very green. Oh my gosh. This kind of reminds me of the Jeff skin that was like really weirdly green. Or like the shirt or the skin or something. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But there was like something weird about the color. Because they made her kind of olive green, like her hair. But the rest of it's kind of teal green. Ugh. That's kind of weird with the teal.
You don't like that? Is it the combination of the olive and the teal that you think is weird, or you don't like the teal at all?
I think it's just the combination. Like the teal by itself, I like it. I see what they're kind of going for. They're kind of doing like, we want to be monochromatic, but we're going to have like a warmer green and a colder green. But the thing is, if you have teal green already, you basically have blue green. You just have to have middle green, like green, not yellow green, just green, and it'll look warmer because it's next to a colder color. I feel like they jumped too far. And it's got like a lot of yellow, bronzy colors. I don't know. I feel like the warm and cold play on this one is not as pleasing. Because there's a little bit of like warmth in the straw hat and so on. But I think they were just like kind of in a weird place on the color wheel.
Oh, and when she does her pose, her ears light on fire. Did you notice that?
Ooh, cool.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame. 'Cause I like
I
the
don't
teal.
like. I don't like that the straps are white instead of the color of the swimsuit.
Yeah, it makes them get kind of lost, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it makes the swimsuit, instead of like being a complete suit, it makes it look like the lace it's attached more to the lace. It makes it look kind of naked, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially since her shrug is already white. Like if they had been like black lace or something, or a darker colored lace, I think it would have been fine. But when it's white with the white shrug, it's just like, my god, she's about to explode with no clothes. Skin forever. Huh. I'm really surprised that the beast form isn't teal, because like that's a tealy color, but then like that's definitely like, it looks very olive to me.
Whoops. That brought me to the gotcha. Hang on.
They were like, get. We got balloons. At least it feels different. It's hard to tell with the lighting from the opening cinematic and the angle. I guess it's a bit of a mix, but it makes the hair color even more weird to me. Like, why not just white, like a mint color? Is that just me?
No, I get you.
And see, like, another part of me is like, if you want to go olive, part of me wants to be like, let's make it seaweed and like kind of tropical jungle green, you know, to go with the beachy theme. So I feel like you need to go one way or the other. Either go teal and make it all like blue and monochromatics and, you know, really pretty and mess with the value more, or go all warm greens, you know, with maybe like some pop colors like the orange as a contrast. Because you could do like, let's do all secondary colors, so it'd be green, orange, purple, or we can do complements, you know, green and red. Something with a little more to it. So I'm not sure if it's enough that I hate it, but it's not to the point where I think it's good.
Yeah.
I would, if it was me, I'd definitely be changing colors.
All right. How about the third color?
Pink! I mean, you get to be a sparkle dog, so... At least this is the color of the hair. It isn't, like, contrasting. The little bit of yellows are actually really pretty. I always think yellow and pink is kind of nice, though. Got yellow, pink, and blue, so we basically have the primary colors, because pink's just a lighter shade of red. The seashells, some of the accessories I think are the same, and I still have a sneaky feeling that some of the accessories are supposed to match with some of the other colors.
Yeah, probably. I think it's
the
just
hat
still not showing the correct colors.
Like
And-
that, the hat changed though, just not the necklace and the pouch.
Yeah.
But she had like a pinky garter and stuff, so I bet the last garter is the one that's supposed to go with this outfit.
Maybe.
So I won't judge the accessories so much. I now notice that the ruffles are actually sparkly though, and I really like that. And I like the pink on the shrug too.
Mm-hmm.
This one has a lot better control of value, because what I'm seeing is like, okay, they like the orange one, like the value that's dark is the whole swimsuit, right? And then like the light shrug. This one they made the swimsuit white, but then they have pink frills and the pink outlines. And so then we have white with like a medium value. And then for the shrug, instead of just leaving the shrug white and giving this like this big block of white at the top of the outfit, since the middle is the big, you know, area of light value, they put pink on the top of the shrug, so we have that balanced a bit more. So the value is brought down on the shoulders and then fades out to white when you get to the lower body. So if you kind of see it, we have like the arm, so it's light, and then the pink ruffle, and then light belly, right? So it's like doing this kind of checkerboard thing, and that's what it's called in illustration, is checkerboarding. You can do it with shadows and stuff too, but it's this idea of like you take values and you have it so that they sort of kind of jump back and forth like in a even methodical way, like a checkerboard is arranged, right? And you can see like, you know, light arm, dark shoulder, you know, light chest, light swimsuit, dark the dark ribbons and lace, right? So that's done really nice. The hair is doing it a little bit too. You know, like light dark tips, but it's really strong in the outfit, and I think that looks really good on this. It also supports it with the tail, because the tail is always doing that light to dark thing. Yeah, this one's really nice.
Nice.
I like the little subtle hints of blue in the sunglasses on the hat too. I think it's just enough of a variety, because otherwise the outfit's like very monochromatic. I think it's just enough of variety, like the yellow and blue up there, just to kind of bring your attention up to the hat and her face. You know, it's like kind of this big. It is this big object she's wearing on her head, so it should be like pretty eye-catching.
Mm-hmm.
But even the makeup is pretty much just values. Like some of the pinks are a little more saturated in the makeup, but not by a lot, but just enough, you know, kind of keep it interesting there. This one's very nicely done. The person who did the pink outfit should talk to the person who did the green outfit, and if it's the same person, they should have a talk with themselves.
All right. Do you want to see the MVP with orange or pink?
Oh, let's do orange though. I think the orange is still my favorite. Very beachy. The cursor's in the middle. That's a cute end illustration.
Not a very punchy MVP though.
Yeah, there is a nice bob in the wave in the beginning. That I like how much weight there is right there.
Mm-hmm.
I like that part of it. But this is more kind of like a dance than it is an action shot, you know?
Yeah.
Which is cute. I guess they're kind of showing a more fun side to her, so they're not trying to do like a action-y business thing going. They're like, she's on business vacation. She's having fun at the beach. You'll have to call back within, on Tuesday when I return to the office. So, very cute. And they're looking at a little... They really go wild with the water effects on some of these end illustrations. Like, it's just like flying delicately around her.
Alright, so that's White Fox's summer skin.
Cute.
Up next, Mr. Fantastic has finally joined his family on the beach.
Yay!
And this has parts but no recolors.
He looks like a lifeguard.
A little bit.
Is he carrying like satchels and stuff for the family? Like what's he got on his shoulder? He has stretchy arms. It says dad.
Probably best dad or number one dad? Super dad. It says super dad.
Is it a backpack?
It's a fanny pack.
Oh, it's like one of those like I think could be a fanny pack or a crossbody, and he's just wearing it on one shoulder.
I just noticed that the 4 on his bottom is in Comic Sans. 4, 4, 4, 4.
Where did he even find such a thing?
Probably made it himself so that it stretches.
He went, graphic design is my passion.
Oh, hang on. I've actually got a... One sec. Where is it? He has an emote that goes with this, I think.
That looks really funny in this outfit.
But yeah.
Well, I know what the robot keychain is about.
Oh, you wonder what?
No, now I know what it is because it was in the emote you just showed me.
Yeah. It's Herbie, the robot assistant to the Fantastic Four.
I was trying to figure out how his glasses were on his head because I saw some. It just has a really wide white band.
Yep.
I thought it was like a goggles situation for a second because of the way his hair is.
They're made of material that looks like goggles.
Yeah, it's just the way that his hair and stuff, and I didn't have a good vantage point because it hadn't been moved around in a way I could see it very well.
So here's a question, a contentious point about Mr. Fantastic skins. Do you think this would look better with the beard or with the way it looks?
Oh, I think he looks fine. I don't know.
A lot of people are like, no, give him back the beard. The beard, for reference, looks like that.
They just want him to be a dad again. He's trying to clean up to go to the beach, though. He still has the 5 o'clock shadow, though. He can grow it back.
True.
This is like me telling you not to shave your beard. I'm just like, no, you're a changed man. No.
He gets really horrified when I shave my beard off.
He's just like, who is this strange man in my house? And what has he done with my boyfriend? It's so different. Trying to figure out what's in his other pack that he has around his waist.
Looks like sunscreen.
Some kind of spray bottle. There's a watermelon on the back with legs.
That's cute.
That pack is empty.
Yep. Not very prepared, Mr. Richards.
He was too busy monogramming his belt and his pack and his backpack and his shorts. I'm surprised his glasses aren't monogrammed too. And then like a little sun. This one, it seems like they didn't know what to put for patches, so they just kind of went with whatever, you know? Like it's like, it's the sun and watermelon because summer!
Yeah.
He has Croc sandals almost. Look at the holes in the side.
No, that's pretty normal sandals from what I've seen over the years. I wouldn't insult those by calling them Crocs. Crocs are a special brand of awful.
The stretch.
I am of the opinion that Mr. Fantastic is the best animated character in the game.
He's also hairy.
He is also hairy, you're right.
We support hairy men! We support hairy men! It has kind of been a thing for such a long time, though. Like, pretty much any game. Except for, like, maybe some medieval-style games. Because, you know, medieval, rough, rugged, hairy. Mm-hmm. You know, but, like, anything that had, like, a heroic character in, they're like, we must shave him down. So, yeah, it's kind of nice to see, like, the majority of a lot of these, like, even, like, kind of less hulky heroes having hair, body hair. It's pretty nice.
Oh, just you wait till we get to Wolverine.
Well, he has always been hairy. I mean, it's in his name, Wolverine. It would be illegal to build a character called Wolverine and not be short and hairy and angry. It's against the law, I'm pretty sure. It's in the books somewhere. But, yeah. I think color-wise, pretty much, you know, we have yellow and blue, which aren't quite complements, but yellow and blue, I just feel always look really nice together.
Mm-hmm.
And I always like putting them together. Technically, blue and orange are the complements, but blue and yellow just always looks really good. And then the white's a neutral, so you know they kept it pretty simple. The Fantastic Four colors. And the only thing that kind of threw me off is I think with the white hair on the side of his head, it's like really stark to me. Like I thought it was part of the glasses at first. So either I think if it was me, I would change maybe the glasses to have like a gold, you know, arm on them, or maybe
or even just blue.
Just blue. Because at first it took me a minute to figure out that it wasn't part of the hair, because the value and color of it are nearly identical. The other way they could have done it is they could have had the blue, the hair, brown hair kind of fade in, or be more of like a streak of white that you could still see the brown hair, so it was more evident what shape it was. Because they really pulled the white into the back of his head too. My man is stressed. Yeah. I also like that there's a little bit of a material on the glasses. You can kind of see his eyes through them. It's really subtle though, but it's nice. Get like a kind of like very vague impression of the eyes. They got really silly with the swimwear though. They were just like, in Comic Sans, it has a little polka dot pattern, and it's just like booty shorts.
He really should have had a combo emote with Invisible Woman where he turns into a surfboard like that one famous illustration. That would be funny, but wouldn't it be a little horrifying in this outfit? Yeah. This is a pretty simple one. How much more do you have to say about it?
I don't think I got much more. That's all there is. You said there's accessories though, right?
Yep.
No color changes though. The boys really didn't win out on this one. They like to have colors too, I think.
Well, they trades the glasses for a Fantastic Four headband.
Yeah.
And for other glasses.
White glasses.
Yeah.
That's boring. Are you telling me they couldn't think of a third option for him to wear that weren't just Another pair of glasses.
I know. This was on the free track of the mini pass.
I mean, they could have had glasses, but he's wearing them on the top of his head. You know, like where you have the glasses up on your hair. Mm-hmm. They could have done that.
Yeah, they could have.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
And on his wrist, there's.
Oh, you know what would have been more fun? Sunscreen marks.
Yeah.
So he could do like the white marks, like he put on some sunscreen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, next time.
All right, so there's the watch. Is now a wristband. And now a bracelet.
Manlets. Cool. Yes. I remember people were making fun of men's bracelets because when Venom came out and they gave him so many.
All right, now the MVP.
Well, that's one way to do it. Although I'm pretty sure he's stretchy enough he didn't need to climb the tree. Honestly, he's just goofing off, isn't he? He's like, I am a human hammock. Actually, I want this coconut, and I about fell out of my tree.
Reed Richards is a profoundly silly man, if you're writing him correctly.
I'm honestly surprised his wife wasn't there.
I'll be his wife. Look at those abs.
Okay, but he's going to skip the first family vacation, just so you know. That's cute, though. Now I want coconuts. Coconut's delicious.
It is. Sadly, I am allergic.
Yeah. I didn't say you got to have any.
All right. Up next, we have the third of the Gotcha skins, Emma being the first one. Doctor Strange. All right, where are you? He's enjoying a coconut.
What have they done to this poor man?
Whoops. Ah, damn it.
Just press all the buttons. It'll.
Nope, not Devil Dinosaur. Doctor Strange.
It'll fix everything. All of it.
My cursor's gone.
Oh, you're tricky. Are we safe now?
We're safe now. I've got him.
You've got him contained. His magics no longer profoundly alter your realities. Alright, let's see what they did with him. They did his hair up, it looks like, a little bit. Like, he's all very clean and got a little flower in his hair. I want to say, like, a lot of the, like, the eye of Yagamoto.
The eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, is the same, I think. For a while, I think, since I looked at his base outfit. It's funny that his swimsuit has like a belt on it, though. Very interesting design for that. It's like these waves, asymmetrical.
He's got to keep his thong held up, don't you know?
I guess he doesn't want to be like Captain America with that thing flying loose. His bag is a cutesy, like, novelty bag too. Like
that's his pet ghost dog, Bats.
It's like, oh, well, now we know how the dog died. Oh my goodness. It's kind of interesting that they gave the outfit the ability for the light to filter behind it, like the outer robe he's wearing.
What do you mean?
We'll zoom out.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know why it's so much more pronounced in the far view, but it's basically like a towel-like material. Like, you can make these, like, they're swimwear because they're made of like a larger weave, so that they absorb water, and it's like what you put on after you're trying to get out of the water and get dry. Mm-hmm. But they're not so thick that they're gonna like keep the water forever. They're made to like kind of absorb it and then evaporate.
Are you sure it's not a visual glitch? Because it looks weird when you're zoomed out, and it's not there when you're zoomed in.
It's slightly there when you're zoomed in, though. Look on the inside. See?
Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
It's either a weird glitch or a fabric treatment, but it is kind of weird how dramatically it changes from close to far.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to see if you'll have to let me know if they fix it or not.
Okay.
Because my impression is like it's like Talon material, and I think from the close up it looks like that's what it is, but then maybe it is just a weird glitch. But it does make you wonder what the heck is happening. I do see he has shark sandals though. With little
Those are cute.
little tails. Why can't I buy stuff like that?
Marvel Rivals, get on a merch shop. Sell us the Jeff sandals.
They start merchandising the little accessories they give their models.
I'd buy these.
Yeah, it's kind of a very casual look for him. I like how they try to keep kind of the wizardy kind of robe thing going with the outerwear. And it's purple, a very royal color. It's got a lot of the patterns on this too are very classically beachy. You know, like the big palm trees, the trim looks somewhat reminiscent of some kind of like, reminds me of like native pattern of some kind. I don't know if it really is because it looks like there's kind of some weird spacing going on. It might just be kind of random geometric. But it's kind of supposed to inspire an idea of some older pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bag is cute, but it's like very much an in joke.
Yeah. People were very excited when the Sanctum Sanctorum map debuted, and Bats was there on the character select screen, just hanging out, taking a nap. And when you pick your character and the match starts, he bounds up and he starts going on his hind legs excitedly.
Cute.
He's also got a framed portrait of him and the dog, or maybe just the dog. I can't remember. Hanging up in the sanctum.
That's fun. I think it's really what makes the game really fun too. Is they do have a lot of these Easter eggs to all sorts of iconic moments from the comics and the films.
Yeah, like I get the sense that not every one of the devs of Marvel Rivals loves Marvel Rivals, but they care. Sorry, that loves Marvel Comics or any of the continuity, but they care about getting it right. And so they get all sorts of deep dives like Bats or all the stuff about Jeff.
And they do write some really fun blurbs in the side. And there's this fun interplay too between like blurbs that are like their own thing, like they made it for the game, and blurbs that are like references to stuff that already exists.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fun. I also noticed he had a unique buckle for that bag. It's like a shape. You zoomed away from the bag. The buckle.
Oh, on his shoulder. Okay. I was looking at the bag chain itself.
Those are clasps. They're not buckles.
Fair enough. You got me there.
The buckle.
You know what buckles are, and I know how tertiary is pronounced. How about that?
And I know what scalloped is too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man. Anywho, for once I skipped over color pretty early.
Yeah, that's a pretty vibrant orange.
Well, we have like orange,
Very
purple.
eye-catching.
Well, I was thinking like the colors are orange, purple, and blue. So we kind of have like purple and blue are next to each other, so it's kind of like a split, complementary, more likely.
Mm-hmm.
So you start from orange, go to the exact opposite, and you kind of pick colors that are next to it. And you can balance stuff in a fun way that way, because you can have like this outfit is mostly blue and purple, and then you can use orange as sort of the spot color. And because this game likes being horny,
they draw your attention.
They draw your attention to somewhere, because you know what they say, sex sells, right?
Yep.
So as goofy ass as this outfit is, it's going. Thank you for turning him tastefully away, so that the people can look at Doctor Strange respectfully.
I didn't mean to turn him. I did it idly.
You're like, no, I'm saving him for me.
No schlong for the fans.
Boom.
I do like how equal opportunity Marvel Rivals is about sexualizing its characters.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing fair that they do, because they do like the booby shots and stuff, but then they have shit like, the orange Speedo and like Captain America's schlong that was so large it had to be altered so he could sit. As far as I know, they haven't altered any breast sizes so that the women could exist in a space.
There are a couple skins that buff the boobs.
Buffed or not debuffed?
No, buffed.
Yeah, I'm talking about debuffs. They had the debuff Captain America.
Oh, sorry. I meant compared to their default look.
No, I mean like compared to like they made a skin and then went, oops, we have to edit something so this man could sit on a chair.
They did make Black Panther more caked up, but yeah, it's rare.
See what I mean? Like they're like, we must improve the men. The women are already flawless. To be fair, there's been a long tradition of sexualizing women, so there's more experts in that field, but they are evening the playing field here. There's going to be so many sexual awakenings caused by this game. I'm just sure of it. There'll be like some bisexual. Yeah, 10 years from now being like, yeah, I figured myself out by playing Marvel Rivals because damn. Oh, he has recolors?
Yep, and accessories.
Oh my god!
Alright, you want to see the accessories?
Sure.
Alright, so he's got the glasses. He's got a headband.
Hiya.
And he's got... Does his headband have this? His headband has the Sanctum Sanctorum symbol on it.
Cool.
And he's got...
Other glasses.
Glasses.
He's suffering from the same disease as Reed Richards.
They at least aren't the same model as his base glasses.
Yeah, that's true. They're like regular glasses and sort of more kind of round, nerdy, artisan glasses.
Yeah.
I really like the artsy ones more though, but he is originally supposed to be like a man of science, so it kind of makes sense he'd wear regular stuff too.
He's also like... he was also very rich before he became a sorcerer, so he's used to a certain level of fashion.
Yeah.
And aesthetics.
And so he accessorizes with the ghost dog. Custom made.
And for the bracelets, we've got...
looks like wood or orange.
Yeah.
Can't tell too much with his special effects. And then even more subtle, just kind of round.
It's got like sharks on it.
Shark. It looks like it has some kind of medallion design. Cute though.
Yeah. Okay, how about color number 2?
Ooh, red and purple.
Oh my god, hang on. Oh my god, the Sanctum Sanctorum window pattern is on his Speedo.
Is that where they got it from? That's amazing. Reed should have had his swimwear made by whoever he got to make his. But yeah, this is because when you have purple and red, that's complementary colors. So like this is a really nice color combo to go together. I also just like that it looks like very royal and regal, and it's very vibrant. And then like I think they took the blue out, but the yellow goes pretty nice since he already has a lot of gold accessories.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's yellow and purple are the complements. I forgot. Red and purple they have been going together for a long time, but people don't use it too much because there was like the Red Hat Society, at least here anyway. And you couldn't make anything red and purple for a while because it was just associated with the Red Hat Society because it was just so tied together. But I don't see hardly any Red Hat Society stuff anymore.
What's the Red Hat Society?
I think it was some kind of charity group for women or something that you could join. I think you had to be a mother, but I'm not sure. I was a child, so I was like, I don't understand, but there's women with hats and you can dress in these colors, and it was a thing. I guess my curiosity never extended beyond that point, but you used to find a bunch of their stuff in like thrift shops and such. You just find like random stuff that had like these colors on it. But I really like it here. I would say that they did take the red and made it more like violet-y. Not by a lot, but it compared to what the red can be, it's like very like kind of red, a little more tinted towards blue. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's even got kind of lavender trees on it. It's really nice though. Like the purple is kind of toned down on the ribbons too, like the edges. to the point that it's just kind of a darker red, but it's very purple-like.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot. It's nice. I might like it more than the other one.
Yeah?
To be honest. Because I feel like the other one, because the only thing that's really bright orange is the Speedo. Whereas this one, there's a little bit of purple on the necklace. The red has like a bluish tint to it. It all blends together. You know, like there's a lot of harmonies in it. Even though they are very different. And so I feel like my eye is pulled around the outfit a bit more.
I really like the shade of purple on his Speedo.
Yeah, it's like a very deep royal purple, which I feel like fits the wizard vibe, right? Like it's kind of like evoke the ideas of royalty, so you think someone special, someone, you know, who has a high, you know, people in royalty wear like red and purple and blue because those three colors are really, really hard to produce in dyes. Mm-hmm. So there's just this long association across multiple cultures with certain colors with royalty because of how hard they are to produce. I think the only one that you don't see in Europe as often is yellow, though I've seen it sometimes, but I see that yellow a lot in, you know, bright yellow. Because bright colors are hard to produce with natural dyes, so, you know. For like, I think for almost forever, red was almost unheard of because you could only get like a muddy red and it faded really fast. It wasn't until people colonized America that they had access to a red dye that was much more vibrant. That's why you see a lot of like 16th, 17th century stuff with red royalty starts appearing around then. Before then it was primarily blue and purple. The more you know! Mm-hmm. The sharks actually look surprisingly good in yellow.
They're Wolverine sharks.
I was just thinking they were more like sand sharks, you know? Like they're more of a brown sandy color. Mm. Yeah, now that the more I look at it, I'm thinking there's got to be some kind of like texture glitch with the bottom of the robe.
Told you.
But it looked kind of cool, but now I'm like, wonder what's supposed to be on there now. I feel like, you know how they have some of those animated textures? I wonder if there was supposed to be something like that, or maybe like a bit of a sheer, and the sheer is just too strong. Yeah. Because it has like this kind of almost, like when it goes over the legs, you can see it's darker. So it's like, and it has like this hatching look. It's weird. You have to tell me when it's fixed so I can actually see what it looks like or what it's supposed to be.
I'll let you know if I remember.
Eventually. It might take them a while. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll never fix it and it's just his wizard phantom robe.
All right. Final color.
Ooh. This is a bit of a better use of that teal and green than the fox outfit, in my opinion.
This color contrast hurts my eyes.
It does. This is the one that almost feels like, you know, like the concept of quiche?
Kitsch?
Yeah. This feels like it's starting to edge that way. You know, like those tropical bright-ass patterns that were, like, hard to look at. And they're, like, pink, you know, flamingo pink, teal, sky blue. Or they're, like, bright orange with red and yellow. You know, like, just bombastic. Mm-hmm. This feels like it's hitting that a little bit. And it kind of, I think it does. I mean, it is bright because we have essentially a very saturated pink against a teal, and they're both super saturated. I think the teal is slightly toned down by just a smidge so that they don't blend into each other, but it does create this kind of vibrating look. And the fact you have warm and cold enhances that even more, so they're kind of like, you know, visually, you know, like they're... But if that's the intent, is to make a over-the-top, you know, color scheme, that's a good way to do it. If you're trying to do it on purpose, which for this kind of beachy outfit, I would totally understand. Like, yeah, that's on purpose, you know? Mm-hmm. So then we got teal, blue, pink. The teal is really kind of fun to me because like it's got a little bit of green tones in it too. Because the way they're doing the brush strokes. So it's not like fully into the yellow teal area, but it's even got a little bit of like greenish tint to it. And the yellow green they kind of picked here, I feel like they kind of toned that a little bit more blue than the yellow greens that were used on the fox outfit. Just because hers was like really pale and very yellow, whereas I feel like this one's still very yellow green, but I think they're tinting it down. So I feel like these are still far apart, but they're kind of slowly closing into each other to the point on the color wheel that I feel like they're not as pushing apart as what I described on the other outfit. Because the other outfit was like all teal, right? There's no green tint in it at all. It was like very blue-green, teal, bright saturation. And then they chose like kind of a duller yellow-green that was really pale, but it had no harmony at all with the teal because it didn't have enough blue in it to do any harmony. Then yellow. I feel like yellow is actually pulling a lot of this together because teal is kind of closer to yellow. The yellow green's obviously closer to yellow. The pink is like the only color that's not really in the yellow spectrum at all, which is fine to me because I feel like it's kind of a pop color and it's spaced out enough. It's also grouped in a nice way. It's only on the outfit and the bracelets, so it's not being busy to distract you in any other way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even the trim on the robe has a bit of a pinkish tint to it, so it's, you know, like harmonizing all the stuff on the robe. Then the yellow's kind of pulling in all the teals and greens together. Really nice color scheme, and it's grouped well. I feel like this does have a draw like the orange one does, but I think since the colors are better harmonized, it's not as like, you know, look here as the other one is.
Mm-hmm.
It still has it because obviously the way it's drawn. They also changed a lot of the gold to silver accents, which actually I think that was a nice choice because I was talking about how yellow is kind of pulling in a lot of the greens and blues together.
Mm-hmm.
But greens or blues are cool colors, and silver is kind of like the cold of the, you know, the metal items, you know. Gold is the warm color, silver is cold, neutral. So I feel like that's a nice way to bring cooler tones and keep the groupings really good. Because, you know, now you're grouping the robe and the strap of the bag and the the necklace together, right? Whereas if they had remained gold, you would have had more of like these contrasting parts. They would be contrasting the outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And value, they tend to make the strap on the briefs or the swimsuit and the strap on the bag darker too, and blue. So yeah, I think the color is done really well on this, and value wise, just the groupings are really good. It's a nice recolor. Ooh, now the real question is, which one did I like the best?
Yeah, which one are we taking into the MVP?
Because there's like the red and purple, and then the original. Huh. Do the red and purple, and then the last one. Huh. I'm kind of partial to the red and purple, honestly.
All right, let's see the MVP.
This one still feels like very wizardly. That was it. At least he had the easier time of it than Reed getting that coconut. He just waited for it to fall off the tree and then snatched it like a psychic. He didn't make it fall off the tree. It was already falling, and he's just like, don't mind if I do. That looks delicious. If I lived a different life, I'd love to live in a tropical area, because every time they like cut open like with their hands like a coconut or a mango or something, I'm just like, ah. And I live in like the most landlocked area a person could possibly get into, so like getting fresh tropical fruits is just like pipe
in
dream.
Nebraska, pipe dream, yeah.
I like the little speckles on the coconut. That's cute. I know, look at the smaller details now. There's a lot of like little textures and details and stuff and things that look really nice. Honestly, such a good style in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So every time sometimes I start talking about it and I just gotta step back and be like, this is just a really beautiful, stylized video game. Like, it's very illustrative, it has a lot of texture, it's got just a lot of little details. But texture though, like texture in video games has not been one of its strong points for a really long time, because usually if you did texture, you drew it on the thing, you know, so it's like, it's rough, it's rocky, or you know, it has this, but like some of the feel of texture in this, in the way they stylized it in this game, just feels like very touchable.
Mm-hmm.
in ways that I haven't seen video games do a lot of the time. Usually they can do light really beautifully. I've seen beautiful light. Like water has gotten so much better. Like there's some beautiful water reflections and stuff.
Yeah, like if I get what you're getting at, it's that everything in this game looks like it's got physical presence.
Yeah, like when we talk about like some of these elements of art, we have like line, shape is when you start having flat planes. Then you have form, that's 3D, that's like all their muscles and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have space, that's the idea of like depth, but it can also be like the shape or area that something takes up. So like that final shot, like this is filling up a lot of space, this is farther away, or you know, the sense of depth with like having something in the foreground that implies space. Then you have texture, and texture is the way something would look if it was you know, like how it looks when touched, or like you can't touch any of this stuff because light's on a screen, but you imply the texture on a 2D space, and getting that sense that you can like actually touch it. You know, like because like the skin looks like skin, like the hair on the chest, the way the coconut looks, the cherries he's eating, the reflections on the glass and metal, the brackets, the fabric, and like I know it's the whole thing on skins, but what they do for outfits, just fabric, like the straps, the textures of satin and gloss and matte, you know, not shiny stuff, metallic, like it just feels really rich.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the right word. It feels rich. It's like a decadent, rich, delicious cake of textures. And like, I don't know if I've seen a lot of that in video games, because usually they're much more busy doing form, right? You gotta model your stuff, doing lighting, doing shape or depth, right? You know, what does something feel in a scene? So you don't really get to the point where you see them start focusing a lot on extra textures, because, you know, by that time you're running out of time. It has texture by default because you're drawing rocks or skin or fur or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this game, I think because they do sell skins, they really do get a kind of decadent with it in a way that I haven't seen a lot of other games. And also just being on the fact that they get to run the game year after year, they can spend that time on it. It'd be very cool to see maybe like the kind of games I like to play, which are more like role-playing games, long single-player games that could be this rich in texture. Would be really cool. But that's just like my opinion, man. But you know what? It's a damn good one.
Yeah.
It's like more games where people don't have to do crunch and can take their time. We will suffer some gotcha if it must occur.
Yeah, I suppose.
I suppose. It'd be nice if it was with none of it, you know. That is part of why they have the budget to do what they can do.
Yeah.
And as soon as it stops selling, then, you know, we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
How many more do we have left?
That was number 5 of 10.
Whoa, halfway.
Halfway. We've been at it for about an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. I've done worse.
All right. Up next is Daredevil.
Oh, they give him a skin, huh? That's going to be interesting because they did so different with his base design. Funnily enough, though, it seems like the secondary designs they're having way too much fun with. Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
He does not have recolors, but he does have accessories.
I'm gonna shame them because I would have shamed them if they had done it with the others, because I have already. So damn it, they should be ashamed of themselves. Treating him like a beautiful
slab of meat.
I like the way they did the necklace though. They have like the Daredevil double D going on. That's kind of fun. What's with the pink hair though? They did that in one of the other ones too, didn't they?
Is it pink?
It's kind of pink in the back.
A little bit.
The hair dye hasn't come out yet. But he's blind. He can't see, and no one wants to hurt his feelings and tell him. Man, look at the color gradient in the towel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, got like this orange to, it's like actually yellow orange to red, and then like a little bit of hints of magenta here and there with the emblems on it. That's very fun. I like how that instead of like modeling the thing to like look like a lot of wrinkles, instead they move the decal around to make it look like it's more wrapped up than it actually is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like they just tilted it. Oh, his necklace actually slides. That's kind of cool. It'll slide along the line of his necklace instead of staying in place and just wiggling around.
Yeah, that's a level of prop physics detail that I was not expecting.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. I was expecting like some jiggle, you know, like it moved around. I wasn't expecting like the slide on the actual thing.
That's really good.
Yeah, gives a lot of life to the movement, especially because you know this outfit's pretty bare bones. He has like some sweatbands, he has sandals, he has the swim trunks and a towel and a big old necklace. Which it's kind of fun that they oversized the necklace a bit so it hangs lower and bigger, because he already is like really wide on the shoulders anyway. So it kind of gives him like a little bit of framing for the upper body, because it kind of like, you know, this big scarf towel shape. Kind of like almost, you know, kind of almost like a garment, but he's not really. And, you know, like the neck is oversized. Even the cable is oversized. So I feel like that kind of balances out well with like the bigger shorts. Because he doesn't have like really short shorts like what Reed Richards had. Like his were like way up there. His are pretty short, but they're like, you know, more of a considerable length.
Swim trunks. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to find a size that maybe fits him either better, though, because that bulge is lovingly modeled.
It is the smallest bulge we've seen today.
That's saying something. I like that they actually are bringing a lot of orange into the other red parts of the outfit, because it makes the hair blend better, I think, because his hair is very, you know, red-orange, red hair. But when you add it with like the red headband and then like the red shorts, it's nice to have some of those other orange bits. Kind of balances out too, because you have like red hair, headband, red towel, orange, red shorts, orange wristbands. It's kind of like this nice kind of pattern. Then we have, the glasses are silver and the emblem is silver, which I think is a nice cold color to bring into, because we have a lot of warmth. And then, you know, just like the basic white neutral. He has sandals on, which I think also share the stripes that he has on his kind of
Wristbands.
This kind of thing I was wondering is like, I think he might have a little less body hair than some of the other ones, but I'm trying to tell if it's just like the color of it.
I think he has a little less, but it's mostly just the color of it.
Yeah. That would be kind of neat to see if they were like decide like who has more body hair or less body hair.
When I'm in a body hair competition and my opponent is Logan.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is a pretty nice beach outfit. It also has like kind of like this I mean, it's in the background lifeguard thing going on.
Yep.
And lifeguards traditionally wear the red swimsuit.
Lifeguards can also traditionally see.
Look, okay. I don't know how he got the job, but they decided he was qualified. And you know what? When people are drowning, they don't make sounds. So really, he's going to be like, someone is too quiet. They must be drowning. So he's probably going to be the first one out there. Because everyone else is going to look at the person and be like, oh, they're just laying there still. They're probably fine, right? You see?
Well, when you drown, you slip beneath the waves. The whole making huge splashes and yelling for help is a myth.
That's what I was saying. People are going to look at the person drowning and be like, oh, they're not acting out. They must be fine. And he's going to hear the person from drowning because they're going to be dead silent. And he's going to be like, I heard someone over there a minute ago going, and he's like, I'll save you. Call for me.
Can he even see through water? I'm not sure he can.
I mean, you can hear underwater. If anything, sounds sometimes travel further underwater. It actually might be an interesting thing to explore in the comics, is him listening underwater.
Yeah.
Because it would be very different than listening in air.
I remember in the Daredevil movie, he sleeps in a water-filled sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah, but those are also, like, from the outside padded to, like, keep sound inside. So as long as you're not making noise inside a tank, you're not going to hear anything outside of it. I think the water is just there to muffle your own shuffling, you know? Because, you know, when you're, like, shuffling and moving around. But if you're in water, it's not going to be as noticeable.
That makes sense.
I always thought that, I mean, I'm a person who likes to sit in water and just float there. I always thought that sounded kind of relaxing as a deprivation tank. Just be like, yes, entomb me. But yeah, this is really, I think this is, again, very simple in design, but very effective and very fun. Because it sells, you know, lifeguard. It's got the colors, it's got the decals. I think it's very good.
Alrighty, let's see the parts then.
Oh, I keep forgetting the boys have accessories.
He's got his headband. He's got a different headband, which is a Chinese dragon.
Huh. Oh, because I guess they're keeping with the original theme.
Yeah. And a visor.
A visor. I kind of love the visor. It's such, like, swim coach.
The necklace starts as Daredevil, becomes a dragon.
A seahorse.
Oh, it's a seahorse.
With shells and a star and
The star made me think it was a wing. My bad.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what. Oh, so maybe it's just a starfish. Bunch of sea critters conglomerated together.
Yeah.
Because the tail of the seahorse is just a shell and some like kind of clip.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's for his keys. I don't know.
And the sun he can't see.
The sun. He
remembers what the sun looks like because he was blinded at age like 9, but
for staring at the sun. Okay.
He remembers what the sun looks like very vividly.
It was the last thing he ever saw. And I guess he has some demon rage effects. Is that just the on and off?
Yeah. This one lets you turn it off.
Man, people really did not like the demon effects, did they?
Nope. Well, largely it's because they don't fit the Daredevil fantasy, and also because they clash with a bunch of his costumes. They work pretty well with his default costume, which they were designed for, but they didn't change at all for the other costumes until like recently.
Yeah.
So people were complaining, and now these costumes come with the option to shut it off.
Yeah, we did do this character, and I mean, I am still kind of on the fence of why they went with this version of him, just because like it feels kind of militant in a way, and if I know it's different, but also like I feel like the lawyer who works for the people and also is like disabled, because we're very not kind to disabled people, and so like this idea of someone who is working within the law system but is also a vigilante and is also with this disability that is a very real disability, like he doesn't, you know, he has to live his life differently. He doesn't go like, my powers make me not blind, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't give him this ability to fight crime, but he still has all the, you know, limitations of a actual blind person. He's not going to go and say, oh, it's the guy with the red shirt, right? You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, he comes with all those limitations, and I feel like that's what makes him appealing. So I don't know if I'm just not familiar as much with the other version of him as this sort of warden of a city. But, you know, it feels kind of rough being like the classic one, you know?
Yeah.
Be like, I don't know, another character that is got, because I feel like he's known enough to have an iconic look and an iconic feel. So I'm trying to figure like another character for a good analogy of that. That'd be like, I don't know, like if they did Steve Rogers, but then his default one is the retired one that, you know, doesn't become Captain America because he did the time skip or whatever.
Well, there is a little bit of that with Captain America's base design, because it's the 2099 style Cap instead of classic Cap.
I think there's like supposed to be one like he never is Cap at all. Like,
is there?
I don't know. I thought there was like some kind of time skip, or maybe time skip just far enough to like retire afterwards. I don't know. But you know, I don't know. I don't think I have a good analogy. But I think I hope I'm expressing what I'm trying to get at.
I think so. Yeah.
And then like, you know, so I think the design is actually good though. But I just like, I want the lawyer man. And now his skins are going to kind of mix and match, right? We have like the Marvel Rivals version that they want to tell the story with, but then we have like the the references to his iconic design. So now it's going to kind of be forever mismatched because of the way they decided to go with this character.
Yeah.
But I don't play, so maybe it's different in play style. I don't know. I might be overthinking it a little bit. You know, because we all like the things we like. And oh my gosh, change is scary. I don't like change. And I'm very particular of that as a visual person too. I'm just like, you know, looking at movies and be like, what do you mean 4K? Did you change it? Did you break it? What about the color grading? The colors are wrong. What did you do? You know? Like, oh gosh, I just bought Lord of the Rings. And I know I'm a gremlin and I watched the theatrical version, but it's the only version I've ever watched, so fine, watch the long version, have it your way. But, you know, I didn't want the 4K one where, like, Gandalf is merging with his staff because of, like, shitty upscaling, you know? I'm just like, it's fine the way it was. Give me the film grain, please. They should at least release for the people a good director's cut that doesn't have, like, I think the gamma or something is set wrong, so, like, the white is supposed to be, like, set at a different spot, and so it makes everything green. I think they finally fixed that, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't keep that track of it. But I was just like, how do you make that big of a mistake and then never fix it forever? It's not even like a color grade, it's like the gamma, like the light point. Oh my gosh, I digress. This outfit's amazing. I love it. Daredevil's fun as a character. Hopefully they'll keep having fun with the character as time moves forward.
Yeah.
I think the recent TV show is supposed to be good.
Oh, I hear it's amazing. But yeah, alright, MVP time.
I was looking at the Daredevil on there. It was like low poly. Oh, see, he heard that not person not making noises, so he's gonna check if they're drowning.
Gropes for his surfboard.
Yeah. It's like, quick, echolocate. That does do a point though. If someone's actually drowning, they don't make noise. So like, what is he going to do?
I know.
He's gonna go to their last known location and try to fumble around, hoping he finds them before they sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Who let this man the lifeguard chair?
All right.
This is one of my favorite MVPs for a character I don't use, just because of the fumbling for the surfboard.
I was trying to read what else is on the bottom of the surfboard, because it says surf something. Might just say surfs up or something. But I can't read the second one. It goes by too fast.
Yeah, I think you might be right. One more look. Surf red? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they need to like pause it or something. It just goes by way too fast.
Well, I don't have the power to do that.
Skill issue. Yeah, this is pretty fun. I like the background quite a lot too. Anyway.
Alright, so that's Daredevil. Up next is our boy, Peter Parker.
My boy!
The boy!
My beautiful boy!
And before I show you this, I want to say this costume is such that if somebody saw this guy on the beach, they'd be like, this guy is definitely Spider-Man. Also, I didn't add that to... Whoops. Hang on. I didn't add that to my random costume list.
Wow. The see-through Spider-Man jacket is quite spectacular. And he has the emblem on the back and the front of the Speedo.
Yeah. And he's got his face on his sandals.
I think you can buy those for real, honestly. I feel like I've seen some kind of branded sandals that are just that. The Spider-Man whistle. Is he also a lifeguard?
I don't know, let's check. Practically grew mold swinging around in spandex all last winter. Spiders need vitamin D too, so I'm overdue for some serious rays this summer.
Nope, just on vacation. What's the on the other wrist? Because it's like Is it just because like that one looks like a watch, but the other one looks like it has like a buckle or something on the other side. Might just be a buckle, or it could be the web shooters. That's probably what it is. It's the web shooter.
Looks like just a buckle.
Unless he's like the mutant Spider-Man with the little spinnerets on his wrist for no reason.
That is happening to Peter Parker in the new Spider-Man movie, as we've seen in trailers.
It's like they can't help themselves, you know? They're just like, nah, he could be a science boy. But what if he was a mutant freak? Mutant freak, mutant freak, mutant freak.
He was bouncing in time with you saying that.
See? It's just bound to happen. You think they'll go all the way and they'll do like Man Spider? You know, like
They already did.
yeah, I know he did this. But I meant like in the movie.
Oh,
Who
knows?
You think Disney-owned Marvel will turn Tom Holland into a mutant spider? Do it, do it.
We might get a Clone Saga, but I don't know.
You know, I just realized though, this is a clear jacket, but the little tassels on the jacket aren't seen through the rest of the jacket. They just kind of phase out of existence, I think.
Huh. You're right.
Because if that was a real, like, jacket, you would see the whole cord go through the jacket.
No, wait. It's hard to see, but it is there.
It fades out of existence, though, I think.
It clips, I think, but yeah.
Like part of it...
I just noticed the spider emblem on his shoulder.
How could you not notice? It's right there. It's like a whole spider web on the whole side of the jacket.
This guy is definitely Spider-Man.
The hat. Is there anything on the back of the hat? No, not really. Just the eyes on the hat. So how many emblems? We have 1, 2 on the Speedo. Then we have 3, 4 on the arms. 5 on the back. And then do we want to count the hat as a 6th one? Because then we have to count the sandals.
No, those aren't his emblem. Those are just his face.
Okay. So he's needed 5 spider emblems. I don't know why, but I think it would have been kind of cute to make the ones on the side of the arms the tick one. It's kind of fun how they made that one so different, even though they covered up most of it. I do like when he's hanging upside down, too. Like, you can see the jacket fold over.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cute. Does he do this in-game? Where you just hang him upside down?
No.
Ah. They should have it if there's a ceiling above him. He should have an emote that he can do this.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, they already have it programmed, right?
He can...
Like, in this screen, just have like a ceiling detection, you know?
Can he stand on the ceiling in this game? I can't remember. I haven't played Spider-Man, and I haven't touched Venom in a year and a half, so...
He's gonna do like that bit in the movie where it's just like, prove it. Prove you're Spider-Man. He's just like... sticks to the wall. It's like, huh? That was a fun movie. It felt like, to me, it kind of reminds me of like reading like fan fiction. Like, what if these characters all came together? And that made it really fun.
Which one?
The one where they had all the classic film actors for
Oh,
all 3 Spider-Man.
No Way Home. Yeah, I liked that movie.
Yeah, I always mix up the titles because they're always like, No Way Home, No Way Back, Back to Home. And I'm just like, which one is the first one?
It's Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
See what I mean? There's too many homes. Just use numbers, damn it. It was fine enough for us the first time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. Which one should you watch first? Now it's like Homecoming, Back to Home. Like, how are you supposed to know? You gotta go to the internet now. Know things anymore. They don't even have numbers on the cases. They just hope you're lucky.
Yeah.
At least we had that going sometimes. If it didn't have a number in the title, you could look on the side and it'd be like, 1. We're not going to make you do homework. We love you. Anyway. Simpler times, simpler times. I do like that they're playing a lot with the red and blue on this outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're doing like the emblem on the back, on the sides of the jacket, you know, switching the colors. they're doing it on the lanyard. It's like one half red and one half blue, which does not make sense, but it looks cool, right? Because like, you know, like blue headband, red cap, you know, red whistle, blue outer band, you know, center red Speedo, blue outer bands, you know, blue jacket, red, you know.
This is a very Spider-Man colored Spider-Man outfit.
Yeah. And like especially with the outer jacket, it's like, it looks like that kind of clear plastic fashion-y jackets you could get. Like I think they're at one point rain jackets, but people are like, yeah, let's make them fancy, and now they're like, you know, a thing. But they're playing around with the values quite a lot, because they took the kind of blue Spider-Man blue and like really pivoted over to teal. And even the red is a bit less red orange in spots. It's like kind of toned down to more of a neutral red or kind of violet-y. There's still a lot of warmth in certain spots, but like I see like a lot of the warmth is in like the hat and the whistle, and then like it's very toned down on the Speedo. Also, I just noticed that the emblem on the has like shine
On the
spider.
On the Speedo?
Yeah, the black spider on the Speedo.
Yeah.
I was looking respectfully, so I guess I didn't notice that it was metallic. Just the different material treatments. The sandals are really funny to me, because I'm pretty sure that I've seen like those exact sandals as a thing you could buy for like, you know, kids and teens. So I guess we'll be seeing the Speedo and the whistle and the jacket and the hat coming out soon.
Get on it, Netties.
You're just leaving money on the table. Quick, phone Disney. They have the income for this. They might as well do something with it. Give the people what they want. No more live actions, please. Alright, you ready to go to the next one?
Nope, he's got
another hat. Hey, how come they didn't let my boy accessorize? Where are his bracelets? Where's his necklaces?
This appears to have
It looks like the
tick.
The old logo on it. Oh my gosh. That's cute. It's a spider floaty. Another thing they can sell.
Alright, let's look at the MVP.
I still can't believe they didn't let him accessorize, though. I'm so disappointed in them. I mean, I know it's kind of cute. I know it's Spider-Man, but damn, like, why doesn't he get cool bracelets and necklaces and stuff? This is a very horny end scene. I know, it's just like, oh, like a mermaid. Oh my goodness. I feel like at this point the comic artists are going to have to catch up with the swimsuit editions. Because damn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It is very dynamic though. It's got like a lot of movement to it. But they show his athleticism in his character model really well, because like he has a very dexterous athleticism. Which is actually, they do pretty good for all the characters. Like big heavy characters have big heavy movements, you know. Smaller athletic characters have like, you know, more dexterous smooth arcs, you know. Kind of difference between like a curved line and a straight line, you know. It's like grace, strength. Like how sometimes they'll just casually like mention how strong Peter Parker actually is. And it's just like, oh, damn. He could just annihilate all of us. He's just nice.
I think my favorite moment of that...
And wants us to be better people.
I think my favorite moment of that is when Gwen gets pissed off in Spider-Verse 2 and just casually picks up and throws a shipping container. Like it was nothing. But yeah, that's Spoderman. Up next, we're heading over to Loki, who got his second swimsuit outfit and second Lady Loki outfit.
That must be funny that Lady Loki is popular enough that they just have to share the same character slot.
Well, I mean, it's the same character. It's not the same as, say, Peter getting a Miles Morales skin.
Yeah, but are we gonna get like Lady Thor? Because that's a different character.
Yeah, it is.
So are they gonna get their own slot, or are they gonna share the Thor slot?
I'm pretty sure that she would get her own slot, but I don't think she's coming because her power set is too similar to Thor's.
But it would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. The pose on this feels a little awkward though, doesn't it? The way that she stands in this bit. She's like, I think it's because like she's very wide on the hips with the frill and stuff, and their legs are apart. But doesn't it kind of feel kind of bow-legged in a weird way?
A little bit.
Maybe it's just the angle or something, but it's just like, ah. She's manspreading. But I do like the overlap of some of the like this outfit because it's very fanciful. It's not very realistic at all. So it has kind of like this kind of almost Celtic knot thing going on, especially in like the lower half where the green and the light stripe.
And the Celtic
dark
knot stripe is a snake.
Yeah. Putting like, oh, it is. It's actually. I was looking at like the gold stripe as a snake, and I just realized the whole thing could be like a snake because it kind of has like this cobra shape to it, and that could be like the center line of the back of a snake. Either way, it's a really nice shape on the whole outfit. Trying to look what else they might have did. It's got different earrings and.
Oh, I'll zoom in on her face again. Snake earrings.
Snake earrings. And the kind of sleeves, which are really pale green. But it's in a similar color family to the rest of the green. I think it's a little bit warmer and yellower, but not by a lot.
That's seafoam, right?
Seafoam is more like what's in the background, like over here. Seafoam is a very, like, kind of like if you took mint green, but then make it even lighter and a little bit bluer. So
to my untrained eye, the green of the water looks the same as the green of her sleeve.
Oh. Yeah, to me the green on her sleeve looks more like a sage color. It's a little more yellow.
Mm-hmm.
But it also could be that the colors it's surrounded by, because that color is sitting next to all those much more blue-greens. So it might make that look more yellow by comparison, because it's less saturated. But that's like, it's like a thing, like if you can't color swatch something, sometimes colors do look a little different just by association of the color they are next to. That's where if you're using neutrals in a really subtle way, you could really get a lot of mileage out of them and make them look like a more purpley or more bluish just by contrasting it with a much more saturated color next to it. I do like that the frill is kind of like waves, like ocean kind of ripples on the seafloor kind of texture.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun. And a little bit of like snake scale kind of going on. It's longer in the back. They're still doing the Loki is evil, so everything is asymmetrical thing. Also notice that there's like a big gold snake belt around the waist, and then they're nose to nose with the one on her leg.
Mm.
That's pretty fun. I kind of wish there was more fabric, I think. Because I feel like there's a lot of holes or something, but I think that's just feeling for me. Because I feel like something about the shape or something could be more pleasing. But they kind of just left so much skin.
Yeah. And
So
unlike Emma,
much.
there's no gameplay justification for it. They're just horny.
Right? But I think also when I think of Lady Loki, I think of like Loki's personality of this very prideful person.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think of like what would the beach outfit for this kind of prideful I should be emperor person would be, and I keep feeling like, well, the outfit should probably look more like gala swimsuit, you know? Where this one's just a little too open and a little too horny. Especially with the crisscross, like we have the middle boob window and the side boob windows, and I feel like if we just filled in like the sides or the middle, I think that would have been better, just as far as the shapes to me. I feel like it just kind of cuts up things too much in the middle and it's a little too busy. Like if we took some of that sage green from like the sleeves and put it like right in the middle or on the two sides, and so, you know, then it'd be like a V that opens up into the shoulders, or it would be a big shape in the middle that then kind of has an hourglass opening from the shoulders and the sides being open. But with them both being open, we kind of have like this kind of twirling double fabric thing. And then, you know, that's further cut by being boob shaped, because instead of being like one smooth fabric, they did the vacuum form thing, which I feel would have been fine if it was a bigger piece of fabric, but since they're more like stripes, I feel like having a gap or at least smoothing out that transition instead of it being a hard form would have been better. But that's a very comic book thing. They keep doing that all the time because learning how to draw fabric is horrendous and takes forever and it's awful. And drawing physique is really satisfying. So if you could just suction cup all your clothes to the physique, much faster, way easier, still looks athletic, still looks fun, great for comics. So yeah, I understand the design principles of why they did it and the tradition of it, but I feel like in this situation, especially with them being snakes, or at least one of them is anyway, I think they just would have looked better. Either wider or, you know, flatter, something. But I do think, like, without changing too much, I think the biggest solution is just fill in one of the holes. You know, they could do like asymmetrical, fill in the middle and a side, and then leave the back and, you know, the side open. Or maybe do like a whole shoulder on one side and leave the middle open. I just feel like that would have come out a little more balanced. But I do like the color quite a lot. The gold on the green is really nice. A lot of warmth, pops everything. They did something kind of fancy with the eyes because they have like a red instead. It's like a pink. So you have red and green and it pops the color on the eye. But I think that's like the only very different color use on here. Everything else is kind of very contained to that side of the color wheel with our yellows and greens and blues, a little bluish, but not too blue. Not a lot of blue, but you know, blue-green is as far as we get. But it's cute. It's nice, very sexy. And I think like I'm kind of just like nitpicking just a little bit. Like I think just like as far as the overall shape, I think that could have been like a little more streamlined so it just kind of flowed better. In my opinion, it's just a tad on the busy side. Not 100 like to the point that's really bad, but just like it could have been more elegant and visually nice to look at. I don't know. Is that how you feel, or you're just like, yes, nod my head?
I can't articulate it as well as you, but I do like this less than the original Lady Loki skin. I think it is too generic, swimsuity, horny.
Yeah, and you can go by vibes too, because obviously I have like the vocabulary to articulate what I'm looking at and why I feel like it's not working. For non-artists, if you look at a design, you might be like, I don't know what it is, but there's just something that makes me feel like it's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
It is profoundly okay.
And like that's, you know, when you don't have the vocabulary, you know, you feel it because I think everybody kind of sees it because we're humans, we're designed for pattern. And we want just enough pattern that we feel comfortable, but not too comfortable. That's boring, right? But if we have too much pattern, it's too complicated and it's hard to look at and I don't like it anymore, you know? We're very particular creatures. It has to be complex enough that it's crunchy and delicious and amazing, but not so crunchy that it hurts to look at. And when it needs to be like buttery and smooth, but not so buttery and smooth that it's boring and tasteless, right? So it's like this kind of fun back and forth. And then, you know, and we'll keep doing art forever and we'll have good and bad design and you have to just muscle through it. But I just was kind of curious just on your, like, you know, vibe based.
My vibes are it's a good skin, but not a great skin.
Yeah. And I feel like that's where I'm at too. Like color wise, I think it's for me it's the shape of things. I just feel like that shape of the dress is a little unbalanced, especially with the pose. And I think there could have been some more play with shape. And for me, from my design point, if I played with the shape on this design, I want the shape to imply more royalty regalness because of how prideful Loki is as a character. Or I could go the opposite way and I could do like Viking, you know, like, you know, mythological. But I feel like I would want to play around with that more if it was my design. But I do like the snakes, and I think that big black stripe with the inner cross is cool. I wish there was kind of more of that strong shape with the rest of the colors and outfit. Also, is there another more weird glitch on the edges of the dress? Can you see how it's kind of choppy?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that might be a glitch with how that particular effect is rendered.
Yeah. Oops. Guess you have to install the patch.
All right. Up next is accessories.
All right, let's accessorize her.
New horns.
Huh? There's the sunglasses horns. I'm not really into that though.
Yeah, I don't think that looks good.
Loki needs to have horns that are twice the size of his body. That's just her body. That's just the rules, right?
Yeah. And little crocodile hair clip.
Huh.
Which is cute, but I think Loki without the horns,
just kind of looks like a lady.
Yeah.
Like a Maleficent kind of thing almost going on.
Like,
yeah.
That looks cool. Those horns look cool.
I feel like in the crocodile clip, I think they should have went with the glitzy one that they had on like one of the other Loki's outfits, where it was gold.
Yeah, the other Loki swimsuit, the male swimsuit Loki.
Yeah, like that wouldn't have been cool if they had like a cool like crocodile clip or gold clip or something. Because that just feels kind of, the style of it feels very childish, and that's one, not supported by this current outfit, and two, doesn't really seem in line with Loki's whole thing either.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you wanted to be a bit more simple in design, you know, like without getting it like complex like the other ones, they could have maybe looked at some Viking or Nordic artwork, and then tried to make it look more like from that era, you know, like some of the artifacts in museums and stuff, because the style back then was like much simpler, but I don't feel like that fits very good.
Yeah. All right, let's give her real horns back. And accessory time. Snakes around the wrists.
I like the snakes on the wrist quite a lot compared to what it was before, which was, I know that she was wearing bracelets, but I didn't really pay attention to them. Oh, they're pearls. I see now. I didn't even notice that the first time. Now it's a snake with a little seashell in its mouth, and that's kind of adorable.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She's got things on her feet.
Oh yeah, they changed the anklets.
Which are also snakes with seashells in their mouths.
It's an anklet with a toe ring.
Yep. And finally, crocodile accessories.
Oh. I only saw the big starfish because the crocodiles are so small, but I kind of see it
What are
now.
her earrings in this one?
Oh, it's a curled up snake around a pearl, it looks like.
Yeah.
The crocodile giant earrings are kind of cute, though.
Yeah, I like those. All right. One moment. All right. Now we have alternate colors. We're going to keep the shape you don't like and get rid of the colors you do like.
Yeah, let's see what they did. Huh.
Brown hair looks wrong on her. This looks too angelic for Loki.
I was just almost like thinking it looked more like colors they picked and then they faded in the sun, including the black hair. Because like everything's a little middle of the ground, even the black on the arms, which is kind of the darkest value for some reason.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's kind of like all in the middle, in the center, and then like dark arms. Not really a good winner on this one.
Nope.
And the yellow's very yellow and not really particularly very gold. It's still having, I think, some kind of texture issue because I feel like the texture is not showing correctly on the skirt.
Yeah.
But even so, color-wise, if it's a good thing it didn't have purple, it would be a peanut butter jelly sandwich. And gold is like a hard color sometimes to get because, like, you know, at what point does it switch from gold to yellow, right? Because the horns look like gold, but the outfit looks like yellow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's, you know, it's kind of like, with gold, it's kind of counterintuitive because it's so shiny, but you kind of have to dull the yellow down and then keep only the highly saturated yellow for, like, highlights and stuff. Because metallics are kind of dull, they're just very shiny in texture. So it's not like their color is bright, but that their texture is bright. They reflect light. So the reflecting light is only going to be seen on like the surfaces that are the highest point in which that light hits and reflects back at your eye.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else is going to be kind of dull and a little sparkly. So yeah, I feel like this is kind of too one note. It's very monochromatic and there's not really a lot of pull. There's like a little bit of red in the face, from her makeup, but it took kind of all the fun out of it, didn't it?
All right, let's see if the third color looks better.
Oh, kind of a blue.
Ocean mermaid color.
Yeah. This is a little bit fun, at least, in the color, with the way it's used on the hair, too, being, like, lighter on the ends. Feels a little fantasy-like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, because the other outfit doesn't have a lot of color going for it, but I feel like the neutrals bring a little more depth, because there's kind of, like, the light green in the sleeves, there's, like, the darker, we would call it black, but it was really kind of like a greenish dark color, right? And then when they do like some of this recolors, they're kind of missing some of that neutral work, so everything gets even more condensed. And sometimes I feel like there's not quite enough there to be super interesting, especially when there's as little room on these outfits as there is.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I do kind of like is I like how they played with the sleeves, in that there's like these darker points, because then the wrapping with the snake scale is really popping a bit more. And is making some interesting shapes. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. The trident looks pretty nice, which I also just started to pay attention. I was looking at it was a shell, but then I just, in this color scheme, I finally started to pay attention to
Well, there's the snake.
That it's kind of like a trident with a shell point and a snake on it and an orb. It's actually quite pretty.
Yeah. Colors in the fall. It's teal and green and orange.
Yeah. I think it's just something about the brightness of this color in particular that makes it stand out a bit better. Because the blue on the yellow looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of wishing the teal green that they went darker with the greens for the base outfit. Because now that I look at it, it is very like seafoam green. Which maybe they were trying to go beach-like, but I think some more dark greens would have looked really good. Because it looks good on the dark stripe of the snake part of the outfit. But yeah.
So is this your favorite color scheme?
I think so. This is
Yeah.
this one has the most variety in the colors.
I'm glad that I don't really want this skin because it's the fourth gotcha skin. So I can't get it. All right, so how about her MVP?
Oh, so Evil Mermaid would have worked.
Mm-hmm.
The end splash. What even is that pose? Honestly, the beginning part of this would have made a better splash image than the last one. Am I the only one that...
How is she paused in that position, coming out of the water, long enough to just caress the snake's face?
Yeah. Am I the only one that thought it would have been cooler if she was like holding on to the side of it, riding it like an evil huntress or something? You know?
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, how it does this. They could have done like a wraparound and then she's like holding on to the side of it, you know, in like a really cool pose. Oh, it's supposed to be some kind of, I was looking at the texture on the thing. It's supposed to be like a, oh, I'm trying to remember what the fabric's called. It's like a sheer fabric that you see on dresses and stuff, where it's got a wider weave, so it's see-through but still kind of shiny, and it's iridescent.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we know what the texture is supposed to look like, it's definitely, I think, not rendering correctly.
Yeah.
So I know I've seen them do really good textures, and I don't feel like that if they were going for that they would have been satisfied with what it looks like right now. So I think there's some kind of weirdness going on there. The creature design is more interesting than her.
Yeah.
Because look, it's got like diamonds on the back or the side of it, and like a snake. The end pose is just atrocious though. Like her legs up like that. Like, why didn't they just, since she's already underwater, have her underwater so they could do like
that pose.
Yeah.
Like right there, that should have been the splash.
Or like, you know, they could have done where her legs and her feet are forward and her, you know, a perspective shot. See how you're saying, like right here?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, it's like, just keep it underwater and then you wouldn't have to do this weird leg thing. Because that's not really a great pose when we talk like line as a principle. because that what it does is it makes we have this line for her body, right? Her torso, legs down, but then suddenly back up in this really awkward thing, and the feet point out, and it's just like it's just weird. Get rid of it. And like usually you can cut like the body off at certain points. You don't usually want to do it at the joints. So they pretty much, it's just slightly above the knee. They could have just posed it better, and so just cut her off at the thighs, not have to draw the feet weird like that. It's kind of weird too, because I think she's supposed to be like the focus point, but she's not even the biggest thing in that splash art. It's the creature. And the creature is supposed to be supporting that, you know? But in this one, it looks more like the creature is like the focus, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. That one, I would say it could have been improved a bit.
Not the best swimsuit MVP.
Yeah, I even feel like the way that, like, because we had like the Spider-Man one, right? They cut it off at like an angle with the water.
But it still looked like he was reaching in a natural way.
Yeah, but like this one, we just have the small corner, and we lose that angle depth. Because when you're looking at like the other one, I'm just going off of that one because it was most recent that I could think of, is that we have this like we're below and looking up. And that's what this one's supposed to be, but her pose doesn't support that. Her pose looks more like we're looking down and seeing top of her shoulders, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole body should be tilted back. Like she's like we're looking up, but she's tilted forward, and it's like a lot of very weird angles in here. The animation up to the point is really good though. Because I really kind of like this like falling into the pool shot, but then
that one?
Yeah, it's because it's off of a dock, but it's like it feels really nice. It's like really bright, and then there's like the darker colors of the water. This could have been a lot sexier too. Like if we're going by like how sexy some of the other ones we've seen today are.
The sexiest part was the opening shot.
I know, like they could have done like a you know, like the hair flying back and you know water dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
Now maybe this is a case of there's a thing in illustration where you if you make a bunch of designs and you think one is really crappy, you should take it out of the groups, because it's always the one you think is shitty that the person who decides what gets done picks. So you take the one out that you know is actually shitty, so that you don't get forced to draw it. Because it's like every time you're like, I'll include that because I'm supposed to have 4 or whatever. It's like, no, don't do it. Just get it out of here. So they're forced to pick one of the better ones. Because you're like, oh, certainly they won't pick that one because it's bad. Even I know it's bad, and it's the one they pick. Yep. Anywho.
All right, so that's Lady Loki, number 8 of 10. Number 9 is someone we haven't touched in more than a year, I don't think. Cloak and Dagger.
Ooh. I want to know how they made the Void a beach outfit. They made him a beach outfit by giving him a torso. I don't know why this solution makes me laugh so much. Like, he has a void in his chest, and they're just like, I don't know how to make this sexy. He has abs now.
I mean, he is pretty sexy.
He is pretty sexy. They did understand that we didn't need the legs. The legs were just an accent in this thing. We're like, get it out. Oh my. You know, her dress is very simple, but I do like how they're messing with like the netting texture as like a loincloth. That and the little ruffles on it, that gives a lot to this otherwise pretty simple beach design. You know?
Yeah, I love it.
Because I was giving crap to Emma for having like a really simple suit, but like just the addition of this like texture and stuff really elevates what is otherwise a very simple suit design. I mean, I like the ruffles. I like the little seashell in the center with the extra additional ruffles. So we kind of have like these mimicking these like vertical lines. And the yellow kind of matches with her hair. So we have like white, yellow, black. The black is very bluish, kind of leathery almost. Which I think the leather kind of goes with their kind of more like assassin counterculture look, you know? Like they're like, we work in the shadows. And what's sexier than night? It's leather. Sexy leather. Well, she has like beachy earrings too. They're like a shell, but shaped a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a little bit of pink. It's like one of the only colors that they haven't used anywhere else. It's kind of purpley too, depending on the way you look at it. But I like that, especially near the head. You know, you can use like a little bit of another color just to draw attention up there. The blue, she has a little bit of blue in the flower in her earring, and then it really matches with cloak. Because I think she's Dagger, he's cloak. From
Yep.
It's the cloak, isn't it? Yeah. He has a lot of neutral colors in his jewelry, which I haven't seen them do a whole lot of. Usually they're like, we need to stick some orange and teal and green in here for no reason, even though they're like seashells or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like that they kept a lot more neutral, and they're just keeping with this more subtle colors of like teal, purple, very cold colors, you know, but ocean-like. And it's not getting like mixed up with a lot of other stuff. Even the yellows are very toned down. And not just like her hair, which is her hair color, but just like the seashell accents that are all over, because she has them on her belt and on the middle of her outfit. He has it on the cloak and his necklace and his belt. You got a little bit more gold orange on his jewelry, and she's got more like a silver thing going on. But it looks gorgeous. It's a really nice color scheme. And then let's look at the back of the cloak. 'Cause I've been eyeing the effect, and like that looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Looks really cool from the front, and it looks really sweet from the back, having this like ocean wave effect instead of their kind of normal like shadow thing they got going. The extra shell like hanging off his back, and like the big kind of almost not sure what to call it. It looks like a letter M to me, but it's just like the way it kind of goes around the shoulders and points down. It's a lot of nice flowing lines and rhythms, and gives him a lot of bulk to the cape too, because it's like, you know, showing the form. Because if we didn't have those lines, the form would get a little bit obscured, because we just have the wrinkles in the clothing. But by having these bigger shapes as part of that design, it really fills out like the shoulders, because you can tell by the blue stripes like that is receding away and going up his shoulder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it the same with the way the shells hang off of his shoulder, that the shells are getting smaller and going up, and the angle of the shell is more in perspective, so we can tell that is going up and over. So it gives some form and, you know, three-dimensionality to the back view of him. But yeah, this is a really good one. Does that have colors?
Yes.
Ooh, I'm excited to see.
We'll look at the accessories first, though.
Okay.
We've got her flower.
Now it's a seashell
Mm-hmm.
with a wave. Oh, and it tells you who they're doing it for too.
Yep.
What is that one? A veil?
Yes.
Like summer. That's cute.
All right. For cloak, got the seashell necklace. Got a dagger.
Nice.
And a flower or sea star.
Yeah, I think it's star made out of seashells. Like if you arrange them together, it'll make that. Maybe it could be a flower though.
All right. And accessory 2 for dagger is the accoutrement on her.
Well, it's a little more colorful now, more beads and things.
Her wrists, her earring, and her ankles.
Oh, I like the big seashell earrings.
Yeah.
These are just kind of cute and fun though, because they don't have a lot of color differences yet, like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the other accessories did. So you can kind of mix and match them a bit more, you know, without going, oh dang, I put the pink thing on the all blue outfit, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can match the jewelry with each other too. So she could have the star and he could have the star necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
That is cute.
Let's see, there's one more for cloak.
For cloak,
Are they his bracelets? Yes. So they're his bracelets. You gotta turn him a little bit more, I think. So shells and turquoise. Kind of like the necklace of the same for him.
mm-hmm.
That had the dagger on it. And then kind of a braided one with little
with the stars.
stars. It's cute. It's kind of funny though. I don't know if they put a ring on it or if they're just like they're anti-gravity now because they look like they should be hanging off.
Yeah.
And they're just like, no, we ain't doing that.
Okay. All right. So color number 2,
Alrighty. Oh, alright.
lavender.
Lavender and blue. Kind of not what I was expecting them to go with, but they kind of just they tweaked things around a little bit. Huh. They don't feel as cohesive in this one though, because like he doesn't have any lavender on his outfit, and she doesn't have any yellow anymore.
The thing of it is, though, like neon colors on very dark brown skin look awesome.
Oh yeah, it's just like that value contrast of like the super dark value and with like the bright light value colors, just like.
Yeah.
Also, it just reflects better because like if they were wearing like neon yellow, it looks fantabulous. And then if you have light skin and you're wearing neon yellow, you look like you have jaundice. And it's just like so unfair.
Yeah.
So like I think we're like kind of limited with like lighter skin, like wearing warmer colors because a lot of the other colors just make us look like we're dying. The lavender's cute though. I think I like the other one more. But this is a more lighter, fanciful color scheme.
There's also the fact that in the default color they're wearing each other's colors.
Yeah, I just noticed they changed his hair color for some reason though. They made it white or like a light blue.
Like aqua blue, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Especially because his hair is very little seen in general, and I'm just like, just keep it black.
Yeah. All right, and final color.
Ooh, fiery.
Tang.
See, part of me is starting to think like, would this look cooler if they leaned more into like orange sunset colors? Because like the sea can get really dark and kind of like purpley bluish because all that orange light is like sapping all the saturation out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
So that might have been kind of neat, like to have the wave effect be like a dark blue and then keep orange like the sky on the inside of the cape. Because they're kind of going for that tropical orange thing. Because like the way tropical flowers are orange, so it's kind of an association. But it's just a little bit burnt in some places, like it's desaturated in a lot of places. So yeah, I'm kind of torn between, is it kind of fiery, or is it sunsetty, or is it beachy? And she doesn't have any orange, she just has pink. Though they kept the blue in her flower and stuff, which doesn't match with anything on him anymore.
It's probably an accessory issue.
Yeah, I forgot about the accessories. Does the veil stay blue? Is there like a matching thing for this outfit? There isn't a matching accessory that goes with this outfit.
Weird.
Because shouldn't there be like something with orange? Because it's like the blue flower, the wave Brett, and the veil with the blue trim. Logically, there should be something with pink or orange, right?
You'd think.
Oh well. Oh, there's a little bit of blue on the ends of the netting, I guess, still.
True.
But yeah, I think the first one is still like the best colorway.
There's a little splotch of orange on the inside ankle bone of her left foot, and it just looks like she got a scrape.
I was looking more like how her far foot is somehow in front of her other foot. You see what I mean? It's like, it looks like it's in front of the foot next to it, which she might be doing like a ninja thing, or the foot is like kind of at a weird angle. Like a ballerina almost. This looked really funny from that angle. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I see the pink. I feel like I see that they wanted to do a sunset thing, but it's just too desaturated in the orange, and there's no like red. You know, like the background is very sunset, and I feel like sunset that is, rather than dark colors, you need to do desaturated with saturated and light. So like very pastel, very saturated, but not a lot of adding like dark colors, except for things like the water or things in the foreground that are going to be cast in shadow, or going to be losing some of their vibrancy because they are a color, like warm colors when they're hit, or sorry, cold colors when they're hit with all that warm orange light that comes at the end of the day, are going to desaturate a lot, and they're going to look darker because of that. But I don't know. That's my opinion. I think it would have been like sick as hell if the ocean effect on the back looked less like Tang and looked more like a ocean picking up the light at sunset.
Yeah.
You know, maybe like very dark blue with like hints of orange and red at the very tips or something like that, like a gradient. Because like the other way they could have done it is like they're going for more of like a fire thing, you know, like a luau fire dance or something. You know, but I'm not sure if that's what they're trying to go for. Because besides the color being kind of fiery with the effects, nothing else kind of sells it for the fiery theme.
Yeah, it's all water.
Yeah.
Or liquid.
Yeah.
In the case of Tang.
You know, I'm not saying they should go with this color. I just kind of wish it was kind of more strongly, like, one way or the other, so I could make up my mind.
Yeah.
Because I feel like both themes sound awesome as hell. I feel like this doesn't quite do it. It's just orange.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit too much of it. Because what if they pulled some red, because she has a pink outfit, pulled more red into the dark parts of his outfit? I think that would have popped a lot better. Especially since his skin tone is already brown. And brown skin has undertones. You can have blue undertones, you can have yellow undertones, you can have red undertones. And pretty much any skin can have undertones to it as well. But you can use the undertones as a way to, like, you know, what color is going to look nice with the skin tone. And I feel like they picked orange, and I feel like that's already kind of the undertone he has. Is very orange or yellow spectrum. So it just feels very, like, monochromatic. Mm-hmm. And I feel like adding more red would have, like, popped with the skin tone better. That's what I would have changed anyway. I think it's a good start because I kind of see the vision, but I don't think the vision happened.
Yeah.
That's my critique on that one.
So which of the three do you like the best?
Oh, I like the original. I like a lot.
Okay. Well, let's look at the MVP then.
I think it's a nice mix of their kind of like gothic original look and still feeling beachy. That's cute. Mm-hmm. They can't be cute. They're supposed to be hot and sexy. But they're over here being married. How are people supposed to simp now? Aw, look at him holding her hand. So cute. This is really well done too. Like, I like how they're using the shape of the frame they dug for their photos. Mm-hmm. Very cute. Although, what's the angle on that phone? Because I feel like you'd have to get a really deep hole to get that heart shape to show up as the frame. Yeah, that one's really good. And very cute. The music, though.
You're cute.
You're cute.
You're cute.
Oh, you.
Both of us.
Okay, fine. If I have to.
Alright, we've got one skin left. And it's also somebody we haven't touched in a year. Black Widow.
Ooh, what's with this Incredibles look right here?
That is her classic year one costume. This is what she looked like when she debuted in the comics.
This is amazing. I love it.
We'll take a closer look at it when we do the Black Widow redo later. But here is her swimsuit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Remember how I said the dolphin was you? How do you feel about being
a turtle?
A turtle. Also, she's standing there like bitches love cannons. Oh my god. This is beautiful, sexy as hell, and holy shit.
Right?
Because I like that the swimsuit is just the hourglass of the Black Widow and nothing else.
she deigns to cover her boobs and
I mean,
and
that
wibbly bits.
I mean, that was part of how she did her reconnaissance. You know, she would use her assets. Using her comms with that outfit on. Excuse me, I have a phone call. Oh man. Then the spider tattoo is just like a little extra chef's kiss cherry on top. Like, we have all this extra real estate tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
What's neat about this one, the fact that it does have a lot of holes and shapes and stuff in it, is they did keep one big iconic shape in the center, and the rest of it, rather than being kind of random holes, is lines.
Mm.
And I think what they did fun for bulk without having to add more fabric is they put pearls on the upper part to add like some bulkiness there. Mm-hmm. But it just comes across as like jewelry like, right? Because otherwise I feel like if it was just the thin straps, it'd be a little open up there, and they're trying to bring back some of the elegance to like this swimsuit outfit, because I don't think it's definitely a very this is lingerie look, but they don't want her to be like literally lingerie. They just want you to feel like it is. So they're adding some of the jewelry in with the pearls and like, you know, the bigger pearls up there. So it still leans that little lever going towards lingerie just slightly back mm-hmm. to swimsuit, but only by a hair. The most minuscule of hairs. Oh my gosh. And then all the like belts and things on the platform shoes. So she's kind of got like little sandals, but they're also like, you know, like knee highs, mm-hmm. but only visually through the extra jewelry. And then like one little asymmetrical kind of like chain on the side of the swimsuit. What's on it? Can we tell? Oh, a little seashell. It's like a little gold seashell on there. Yeah, this has pretty nice rhythms too, because we have like kind of like those straps of like 1, 2, 3, and then we have like the kind of one in the middle, which is even with the under the breast, which there's like a dress style dress that starts like right under that line, and it's just like the way to change the body shape. Mm-hmm. So you can like kind of like lengthen or shorten the torso. Obviously, like, this can't do that literally, but you can kind of suggest, like, the groupings of the line. So you put the line up high, and then the red is, like, one long shape, right? And it kind of elongates her whole body with keeping, like, the hourglass. I love that it has a little bit of texture, too. Like, it has, like, little emblems, so it's, like, a pattern. Mm-hmm. It gives it a little bit of variety on what's otherwise going to be, like, the biggest shape left on this outfit, which is not a lot of outfit. But it would have been, like, a big flat shape if it was just color, right? And then they're doing that. They still do the suction cupped belly button, but like I said, that's tradition. I always think it looks a little silly, but that's just me. I'm also like a little fascinated with the red tint on the black areas too. Like it's just like kind of velvety and you know, like that iridescent red on black. Mm-hmm. Their hair is really nice and vivid too. They do a little bit of a fade out at the tips in like a pinkish color, which is kind of unusual. But her head is already this like really rich. Like I'm trying to I think I'm trying to figure out if it's a little purpley or if it's kind of a red orange or if it's just like desaturated a little bit. Like where this color fits on the color wheel, because it's really rich and it's really pretty. It might be like some of the highlights are a little more orange, but not by a lot, I think. Like, it's got beautiful shine. Yeah, it's like really kind of hard for me to pinpoint whether this is a red violet or a red orange. I think maybe it's like the pink, maybe kind of. It's really nice. Let's see, anything else? Like she got her batons, the tattoo. There's not very much asymmetry, but there's just enough, I think, to make this pretty fun. I'm honestly really impressed with, like, it's very skimpy, but I am impressed with the little details in this and how, like, I like the gold diamonds that are holding the straps. It creates this, like, really nice pattern. Mm-hmm. And I liked how they're treating line here, where it's like really thin lines with the thicker lines, like the pearls I pointed out earlier. And she's got like some pearl, like a whole bracelet of pearls on her arm, like big and bulky. So like, even though there's not a lot here, they are playing around with like scale between thin and bulky in a really nice way. I think that does a whole lot for this outfit. So I feel like without the bulkiness, it would be like thin all over and it would just be kind of skimpy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like all the hardware and little accents are really pulling a lot of like fancy, hot fancy, but like a little bit of fancy to it that I think is really pleasing. Yeah, this is a really fun swimsuit outfit, in my opinion. That is about as hot can get.
That's why I saved it for last.
This is what the Lady Loki skin needed.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think. Because I think hers was just a little, like, too playful. This is, like, you know, like, it's very stylized and, like, put together in pattern, but it feels, like, very adult and elegant, right? It's very, very sexy. But, like... This would have looked really, like, it looks like dangerous almost, because, you know, like, this big red hourglass, and that's, like, the Black Widow's, you know, emblem. Because the actual animal has, like, this hourglass on it that has, like, the same shape. Very cool. I'm also kind of having fun with, like, the sandals, too, because I just noticed, like, the straps do, like, that kind of overlap thing. On, like, especially, you gotta go to the toes. I'm talking about, like,
whoops.
He's like, I don't know, women's shoes. You see how there's like a strap that kind of goes over, and then there's like another one that's from the foot that goes over, so there's like kind of like 3 straps going to the toe. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like this multi-strap going on. Which, like, when you get to that point, you're talking like kind of people who try to get more into high fashion, like they're more adventurous in like the amount of stuff going on in the shoe. And you know, like by adding more to it, I just feel like it's kind of like some fanciness, you know. Went to the dressy store and bought some dressy sandals, kind of sandals. Mm-hmm. Versus like they could have just been plain sandals, right? But like there's even got like a high bit on the back. Like look how the back of the shoe goes up to the ankle. Like they really played around with the shape on that, and to make it interesting and fun. It's kind of funny they just have to strap a sword to her leg, though. Because she's going to the beach, but damn it, she can't go without her weapons. But yeah, this is fun. I like it a lot. Oh, there's recolors.
Yep.
Oh no! What do you think I'm gonna do?
Well, first we got accessories. First
Okay.
is the necklace
with a longer chain. It's like a medal or a teardrop or something. Something. I can't tell.
I can't zoom in for some reason.
I can't tell if it's anything in particular, not even from the icon. A thing!
Alright, and we've got this, which is pearls and a seashell, I think.
Yeah, more beachy. I think they like the original the best, though, with the way it goes with the outfit.
Yeah, agreed. Alright, then we have the bracelet.
Yeah, so right now it's just straight pearls. Then it's kind of a greenish armband.
Yeah.
And then that one's with a seashell. Seashells by the seashore.
Alright, ready for color number 2?
I hope so. Let's see what they did. Whoa. That one's kind of funky because I feel like...
it changes the color of the tattoo, too.
Yeah, because my first thought is it made the middle look like leopard print. So they kind of kept it in that kind of glitzy, slutty kind of... You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it's very metallic. Normally I'd been like, this would be kind of boring, but I feel like they went into like the gaudy, but in like the, like, kind of like the way people who have less to spend go fancy, you know? Mm-hmm. That I feel like it kind of works. You know, we're like, we're going to be hot, but we can only buy like cheap glitz, so let's doll it up, baby, you know? Because Because we don't have $1 million budget to spend on an outfit. We have 35. Is that the kind of vibe you're getting? That's kind of how I went.
Kinda. I mostly just don't like it. I think white and gold is not great.
I think it's fairly good. I still would say the other one's better because the red is just choice. Mm-hmm. But with what they had and what this color palette is, I would say this would be kind of fun. It feels like, to me, like, feels kind of fun in, like, a vintage way. Like, you know, like, I feel like this is, like, 70s or 80s. And, like, you know, she's going to be, like, pulling out a cigarette and being this, like, you know, it's a mistake, man. You know, you're going to go die out there. See if I care. You know, and they have their hair super permed. And they're just like, you know, you just walk out that door, do whatever you want. You know, like some kind of crime drama. So I feel it's fun.
I also think she should still have red hair.
Yeah, they do. It just depends on the character sometimes. Some characters are like, F the hair color. We do what we want. And every skin is like a different hair color. And then other characters is like, they hardly change it at all. And they might make the brown like brighter or duller depending on how well it matches, you know? It's kind of weird. I don't know what the metric is to decide if you get your hair color changed or not. All right, one final one?
Yep.
All right. Ooh, green. Green and red would have been so sexy, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, especially, like, jade green with red. It's not terrible, though. I feel like I want the white to be a something else, though. Like, another color of green. Like what's on the gun or something. But
yeah.
That doesn't look horrible, either. It just looks kind of weird. It's almost like the style of this outfit doesn't really fit a more friendly color, you know?
Yeah.
Because the outfit is so open, you know, that it just needs more daring color scheme. They should have went with like hazard colors, like black and yellow or something. Mm-hmm. Or they could have done like maybe reversed it so it's a black hourglass with red. And they could, you know what? They didn't do red and white because she's had red and white before.
Yeah.
And she's had the all white suit too, so they could have done white with a red hourglass instead.
Yeah.
Or something or other. Green's okay though, and I don't think this is terrible by any means, but I just don't feel much about it.
Yeah.
If anything, it hardly looks like her anymore. To be fair, it's just like, oh hey, there's this brunette lady.
Yep.
Whereas the other one's like Black Widow with a huge red gun. Yeah.
This just looks so good.
It does. No contest there.
Yeah. All right, MVP time.
They really just put her on a jet ski so she could have her ass up in the air like that. It's pretty simple. It's fun though, and the end pose is good. I kind of wish he was doing more action-y stuff though, because they gave her a giant ass gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like what if she like did like a cool kick flip and like one-handed like shot off a shot, and then it'd be like psh, land, and then this would be the end screen or something with like the gun and like a custom holster or something on the side of the thing. Also, she doesn't have any of her weapons. She's missing her sword. I think she has the side sword, but she didn't have the one on her back anymore. Somehow, also, they made her front look smaller in the end. You know what I mean? Like, it looks a lot thinner.
Yeah.
Like, they took away her booba. Put that back where it came from, or so help me.
All right. So, out of the 10 swimsuits we've seen today,
oh my goodness.
you gotta pick a favorite.
Well, let's see. So we had Captain America.
Yep.
We had
Emma Frost.
Emma.
White Fox.
I like White Fox.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Uh-huh.
Daredevil.
He was good too.
Spider-Man.
Spoiderman.
Lady Loki.
Yes.
Cloak and Dagger. And Black Widow.
I think I really reacted strongly to White Fox because I thought that was like a really good one. but we ended on a really good one too.
Yeah. So it's between White Fox and Black Widow?
I think so.
Colored animals.
Well, because
we've also got Black Cat and Black Panther, so.
Like, we did have a lot of good outfits. There were a few, like, okay-ish ones. And, like, you know, like, I think what they did for a lot of them were really good. I liked Daredevil's quite a lot. I think Captain America's was very striking.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something about, like, some of the design on this one. I think what stuck out to me is I liked the shrug and how it felt, like, elegant and businesslike. And I really do like it when they bring something of the character to a theme that's kind of still within the wheelhouse of what they've already established.
Uh-huh.
So I think that was part of why I really kind of gravitated to this one. And I feel like the orange was, like, really bright. The hair is a little bit more fancy and playful than maybe what her base design suggests. Because her base design is just plain white hair. And this is, like, you know, definitely the hair got colored. But after seeing the Black Widow one, though, because that one, if you were given this assignment as a comic artist, you know, like, the whole point of the swimsuit issues was to, like, either be fun, have fun, or make it sexy as hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what they did with this one, it fits pretty much all of those. I also just think I like the way they did the smaller elements in the hardware and the pearls, because I think you could take the background off of this one and you could probably convince someone it's a swimsuit edition, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually very cute too. I think I love that it actually has the character's emblem incorporated, which we haven't seen a whole lot of. Like, Captain America had America colors, and Daredevil had his Daredevil towel, but we haven't seen a lot. We had Doctor Strange with, if you were looking for it anyway, had the Sanctum's emblem on his Speedo, but we haven't seen a lot of play of the character's outfit looks like this, their emblem looks like this.
Like, this is immediately identifiable as Natasha Romanoff.
Yeah, the only other one we did look at was Spider-Man that did a lot of that.
This guy is definitely Spider-Man costume.
Yeah, but see, for him though, I feel like they almost went too far. You know, he almost looks like a tourist of himself.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I really like Natasha's because I feel like it's very sporty, cute, sexy, fits the character, and it just looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I was doing the same thing. I might have came up with the hourglass thing, but I don't think I would have thought of putting, like, pearls on the upper part of the outfit to make it have more bulk and balance it, you know? Like, that was very clever. And I like how they're playing around with the straps, because they were like, we need to put a weapon on her leg. Well, they played around with the straps on the sandals so that she's wearing sandals, but the profile is, like, knee-high boots, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think that was also really cool and fun. So this one I think is the best designed.
Yeah, I think so too. That's why I ended with it. I might actually get it. They're reworking Black Widow in the update that comes in 2 days. Mm-hmm. To be something that isn't the throw pick.
Yeah.
And I saw a little bit of her being played in a preview stream that I was watching earlier, and she looks already much better. So I might try her out after the rework, and if I like her, I'll pick up the skin.
Yeah, because I like the performance in the movies, and I thought, like, it'd be fun to be able to play the character, but then it turned out, like, you couldn't really do much with the character, so she was a pick that no one picked.
Yeah.
Which was a shame, because she has some pretty cool skins. You know, because we have done her episode before.
I think, by the way, we didn't spend a lot of time in the first batch of episodes on any of the characters. Like, the Adam Warlock one is 20 minutes long. So I was thinking once we catch up everything, we might do those 5 again, but with the normal amount of detail that we do.
I didn't know I got better at this, but maybe I just go on more segues, huh? Talking about, you know, World War II. How come we never do that with Natasha?
She was alive for World War II.
Yeah.
This,
Although I think
this-
she's more in more the Cold War era thing is more of her character.
Yeah, that's when she really got made a name for herself. This Natasha, by the way, was plucked out of the 2099 timeline, which means she's almost 200 years old.
Yeehaw.
Hope I look that good at 200.
Right? What is her secret? But yeah. I have to pick an MVP.
Do you want to?
I don't know if I can remember all of them.
I can play them all real quick if you want. You seem to really like Cloak and Daggers.
They were so cute. Yeah, I'd probably have to go with that one. They're
Yeah.
so married. It was so cute.
It was adorable.
I do think the Spider-Man one was so funny to me because it was just like, like, yes, you sexualize that man.
But yeah, that has been the swimsuit, the 2026 swimsuit edition of Marvel Rivals costumes. Up next will probably be a normal episode. Up next on our list is Rogue.
Ooh.
So that should be fun.
Yeah, she was one of my favorites from the old TV show.
She's about to get an evil Rogue costume, so...
Her and Jubilee. But she was more fun in the original series. It kind of made her a sad sack in the movies.
Yeah.
And like in the other one, she was just like, guys, let's go hang out. It'll be great. And I'm like, yes, girl, I love you. And the other one, she's just like, I can never touch a person.
When Captain Marvel inevitably gets added to this game, it's going to be so fun to see the interactions between her and Rogue, because Rogue got the flying brick powers from draining Captain Marvel almost to death and putting her in a coma, so she permanently got her powers. When they met up again in the comics after like a couple decades of real time, Captain Marvel punched her so hard she hit the moon.
Oh, jeez. Someone was a little upset.
Yep. But yeah, up next will be Rogue. We will get to that in a few days, probably.
Probably.
I've been oranged. But that'll be it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Again with the frozen fingers.
So warm.
Oh my god.
I love you.
Stop. Well, don't stop loving me. Mwah.
I do what I want.
Your hands are so cold.
I do what I want.
Ah.